The fact that you almost completely nailed his voice is disturbing. Conspiracy theory. Badger is fucking chill.
I'm actually trying to start a new YouTube. Oh my god. I kind of want to see that like in a American Revolution. I just want him just to be a general, just sit there and try and tell his troops like what to do. I'm going to give you your top 5 objectives. Number 1.
This poor guy. Gonna need to fucking send it to him on Instagram or some shit.
No, because he'll probably get mad at me. Then I have to get a video out of nowhere. Be like, who the hell is this guy? Listen here, you little dick. It's like, whoa.
So you
First,
gotta warn me when you start recording this time because last time, no fucking warning whatsoever.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm recording.
You are recording right now?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Alright.
It was like a minute ago while I was in there making fun of, Allie's boyfriend over there. Could you imagine if you like try to bend down on the knee and like try and propose?
Will you marry me?
I feel like he'll kind of like stretch the E out though. Will you marry me?
Is that not what I just did?
Yeah, I think he'll just drag the E out. God, he's so monotone. I loved it though. I can just want to see him just do all kinds of just weird stuff. That'd be awesome. Just say weird stuff like swiggity swag. What's in the bag? Swiggity swag. What's in the bag?
Well, this was supposed to be about us just talking shit about like Maya Repzion, fucking Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, and this turned into us just fucking dragging Chills.
Look, Chills has like 5.12 million subscribers. I think we're punching high enough, okay?
Gotta get that clout.
I actually want to see if he'll actually make a response video to this. Fuck you.
If anything, I think he'd find it funny, honestly.
I don't know. Like, I saw a lot of YouTubers sat there and like bash on him a little bit though. Like with that 2019 rewind. Like I don't.
I haven't watched YouTube Rewind since like 2016, dude.
Oh well. How would I know? But it was funny because someone sat there like it was so terrible. That one guy's like because they did like a top 5 thing. They were like, you should have just had Chills just sit there and just do the whole narration of everything. It would have been awesome. And I agree. I would have been like, yeah, you know what? I would love to see that. I would love to see Chills just, do a rewind for once.
A Rewind?
Yeah, rewind, wee.
No, you said Rewind.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I went there. I'm channeling my inner Chills here. Okay, so. Good lord, can't get away with anything here.
No, you cannot. Especially not with me.
Yeah, because you've been calling me out on all my mispronunciations. Mispronunciation? Yeah, whatever.
See, now you're just calling yourself out.
You know what? If you keep this up, I'm just gonna start talking like Chills throughout this whole entire podcast.
Fucking do it. Fucking do it. I dare you.
How about you just shut up? That was a terrible one. I have to get more E's in there. I really do feel like so he deliberately just does that.
I don't think so because like it's consistent throughout like all his fucking videos and shit. So I think that it's just like his actual voice.
But why wouldn't it just be a character?
True, but
because
usually,
anybody
like, when there's sorry, continue.
Anybody who talks like him knows that it's him.
Well,
that's who you're making fun of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna know. They're just gonna be like, "Why are you attacking him?" I really
well,
do.
not even attacking, but it just is his thing.
Well, I mean, it's 2020 now. I mean, pretty much if you say anything bad about anybody, it's considered attacking them now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You could give like straight facts, and people are like, "Stop, cancel culture."
I really just want to.
Everything's considered cancel culture these days. It's ridiculous.
It is true. I really just want to see Chills just run for president now. Just go after Trump and Joe Biden.
I want fucking Wanda Sykes to run for president. I would vote for her in a heartbeat. Can you imagine having her as fucking president?
Well, no.
What do you mean no? It'd be like the best fucking president. Be
Look.
cracking jokes and fucking.
Look, I'd rather have Chills because could you imagine him just calling like China and just giving the straight top 5 of the don't fuck with us? Number 1, we have a bigger army and nukes. Just try and fuck with us. Number 2, you gave us all the COVID-19. I don't know, that's all I got, but I do just want to see that. I just want to see him make threats towards like every single country in the world.
Chills for president 2020.
Yeah, Chills. Oh my god.
You better get that trending on Twitter.
Oh my
I'll
god.
fucking post it right now. I'm posting it right now.
You know the sad thing is people are probably just gonna like, you know, scroll through to see what's trending, and if that does go up to number 1, people are just gonna be like, what the hell? Who's Chills and why is everyone wanting to vote for him for president? I kind of,
It's my president.
well, I'm kind of curious on what his policies would be too.
I don't know.
He'll probably,
Should I tag you guys in it?
yeah. To all the,
Does Chills have a Twitter? I'm gonna tag him.
I think he does. Hold on. I could have sworn I saw it.
You should list off 1 through 5 why he would be a good president, though.
Oh yeah, he does. It's capital
Yeah.
YT_Chills.
Hold on.
And we're literally just promoting him too. I just realized that.
Literally. He doesn't fucking need it, but we're doing it. The Z.
Is it with a Z? No, it's with an S.
He has his account fucking private. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I figured because everyone sits here and attacks him about his voice.
Yeah, maybe.
And so he was just probably like, fuck this shit. Blah.
5 reasons. YT Chills.
Wait, can we...
What is it?
Well, I was in there looking at it, and he was in there saying that if you want to see his face, you have to, like, join his Instagram.
You don't need to. You can literally just stalk it. At least you used to be able to. Number 5.
Wow, he looks like the kind of guy that would have that kind of voice.
What does he look like?
You don't know what he looks like?
No.
Hold on, I'll show it to you. It looks so weird. Yeah, it kind of like his voice kind of matches him. I'm not gonna lie. Woke up, and I'm 22 now.
Reasons as to why. Number 5. I can't think of any good reason.
What, to make him president?
Yeah.
Presidential address and debates. Like,
Soothing voice for debate. Debating. Number 4.
I actually want to hear it. This is like... Does he not talk?
Nicole, help me think.
To commemorate 4 million subscribers on Chills, I picked up this cake from my local bakery. I want us all
He
to
does talk
acknowledge
like
it.
that.
I don't know how I'm gonna cut it into 4 million pieces yet, but we'll worry about that later.
God, that's crazy. A true scary story. Dang, he also got himself a gold play button too.
I've only ever seen him on Facebook.
I don't think anybody uses Facebook now. Unless,
I don't really use anything.
I mean,
I
I
watch dumb videos.
well, I only go on there just to use Messenger. I guess is the only reason why. And then my dad is the only one that actually uses it, so I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just keep that around, I guess.
Yeah, mine's mostly for family.
I only use it for fucking talking to people. Like, oh no, I'm being bombarded by cat again.
Uh oh. Probably hears chills in the background.
What's number 4?
Well, what do you have so far?
Number 5. Soothing voice for the baby.
God, I'm just like thinking if you would like actually call like a country to where like having like tension with, and he just goes out just threatening them. I don't know how that would be. How would that even be pronounced? I guess. I guess wiggle his threat stick at him. I don't know. It sounds kind of weird how I said it like that. Can you imagine if he's drunk and he just starts like topping off the top 5 reasons why he drinks? Number 5. I really like the beer because it's carbonated.
I will be right back. I gotta go do the fucking food again.
Oh, I thought that she was just gonna run off and chills and everything. Anyways, are you looking at Twitter right now? You're probably adding him on Twitter, aren't you?
Who, Allie or me?
You. Allie just ran off.
No, I don't think I can leave the app.
I think I can follow him, unless he blocked you. What did you do to him?
Oh no, I didn't know if I could leave the Discord app.
The Discord app. What? Can't believe his family called him Dalen.
Who?
Chills.
Is that his real name?
Yeah, it's Dalen Chills. I make scary videos on YouTube at Top 15s. Boy, I bet you he can just put anybody to sleep with that voice. I'm just saying. I was sitting there waiting on you and Allie to sit there and get back, so I was just like, well, we were talking about him, so we're just gonna listen to him till you guys get back.
Yeah, sorry that took a while.
Well, I'm pretty sure, there's like bugs in my, with the government trying to listen in, and all they hear is just chills in the background, just giving me top 5s. That'd be awesome. What is he doing? I don't know. He's listening with some guy with a monotone voice right now, and his voice is just captivating.
I requested a follow.
I did too. I'm hoping he does.
I like his profile better.
I'm kind of curious where he got it though, unless somebody took it.
Like fan art, maybe. Because the top one, his banner is cool too.
Well, I mean, his Instagram is kind of for anybody to see if they want to. What? Blair Wright sent a video out. Bye, Jeffree Star. You're a monster. My experience. I wonder what that's going to be about. Kind of wish.
Are you gonna watch it?
Not right now, no, because that'd be kind of rude for me to, not
What?
talk to you and you
Scary.
just, sitting there like listening to it and just like breathing on you like Darth Vader or something.
It's pretty normal.
Oh. So, wait, did Maya sat there and blocked you too, or no?
No.
See, you're just like that little lay low person. I'm over there sitting there picking fights with everybody. Well, I think Allie doesn't really pick that many fights. She just, points it out on people and tell them just shut up.
I really try to stay on neutral ground if I can, because then it gives me the most unbiased opinion on things.
Yeah, that's true.
And I can see both sides, not just one-sided.
Yeah, kind of like looking on the outside, calm, cool, and collected. Yeah, that is a pretty smart way of doing it.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
I just ate a lot of fucking cookie dough.
Oh my god.
My friend
It
actually
wasn't
got
actual
salmonella.
cookie dough. It wasn't actual cookie dough. It was my Almond Joy cookies, which is literally just fucking coconut, chocolate, almonds, and fucking condensed milk. So I don't know if it qualifies as cookie dough.
It's a no-bake cookie.
No. It's you have to bake it, but you can eat the dough raw, and there's like no salmonella, which is great.
See, I can't trust eating raw cookie dough, though. It's weird.
It's not actual cookie dough though.
Well, to me it is. If you're making cookies out of it, it's cookie dough.
You can make cookies out of fucking anything.
That is true.
I don't know what the video's called, but he makes macaroons out of grass and pimple shavings.
Alright, so what's number 4?
Does he even...
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I'm being bombarded.
I'm trying to think now. What would number 4 be for him to be president? See, now you're calling me out on trying to think on what would be a good reason why Chills. It's just mainly his voice. That's all I can see right now. Like, he could probably have the worst ideas just to, like, build the presidency up, or,
All of it is just gonna be something to do with his voice.
Yeah. Top 5 countdown. Do that. I think that kind of suits it for one. I'm kind of curious.
Alright, so here's what I got. Top 5 reasons why Chills should be president. Number 5, soothing voice for debating. Number 4, voice that sounds like there's no fucks given. Help me think of more. It literally can all just be to do with his voice. I don't care.
Just put number 3. 3. Just go off on that.
Number 3. 3. Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 1's just gonna be all of the above.
All of the above. Oh, hoax. Hoax. He thinks everything's a hoax. Because he comes out with some genuine catchphrases, though, that's for sure. Like, I was sitting there, I felt kind of bad for him because I was, like, reading some of the comments off it.
We need to come up with a genuine one for number 3, because if there's not at least 5 reasons, I'm gonna feel bad.
Hold on. We'll do off the comments on what they say. Imagine walking into class and Chills as your substitute teacher. That's pretty good. Does the video not show on number 1 for anyone else? Like during the He's Alive part? No. Someone sneezes. Chills, as you can see, is about to explode. Do that. Number 2. If he sneezes, he'll explode.
So here's what I got so far. Top 5 reasons Chills should be president. Number 5, soothing voice for debating. Number 4, voice that sounds like there's no fucks given. Number 3, blank. Number 2, conspiracy master. Number 1, all of the above.
All of the
Chills
above.
progressive 2020.
Yep, send it. I'll like it. Oh yeah, don't forget to put the
I still need one for number 3, damn it. You're not listening.
Oh, you still need. I thought you were just gonna put it as number 3. Like number 3.
No.
3.
No.
Well,
No. Can count really well. Can count
that'd be so random. Yeah, number 3. Turns out that he can count up to 5. There you go.
Here's what I got. Top 5 reasons why do you... Oh my fucking god, she's doing it again, and I'm going to fucking flip shit.
I kind of feel like
Doing what?
You don't hear the blender in the background?
no.
No.
I think she's losing it.
It's just fucking distracting me, and I want to just go and fucking break it. That is the worst $10 I have ever spent on a fucking item because she uses it at the worst times.
I kind of feel like so you're just gonna like walk in there like Chef Ramsay on your grandma. Come here, you donut! Ah,
It's fucking raw!
it's fucking raw.
Alright, so here's what I got. Top 5 reasons Chill should be president. Number 5, soothing voice for debating. Number 4, voice that sounds like there's no fucks given. Number 3, can count backwards. Number 2, conspiracy master. Number 1, all of the above. Hashtag Chills for President 2020.
There we go. There we go. We got it. He's probably gonna sit there and see it, and he's just gonna look at it and go, "What the fuck?" If we can actually get this to trend, I'm gonna love this.
He's gonna think that we're trolling him, but we're not. We're just fucking trolling ourselves.
Shows what you know. Wait, did you put Chili's? Oh, it's Chili's. I was like, what? Chili's for president?
Not only can you not pronounce shit right, you can't fucking read it.
Hey. You don't know. Shoot.
I do.
I'm gonna reply back to that. Yeah, I'm gonna retweet it. Retweet. Retweet. There we go. Can't talk today. Retweet. Retweet. Oh, whatever. You know what? I'm done with this.
Share it and be like, Chills for president.
Yeah.
2020.
You didn't put an I in it.
You fucked up the hashtag, Badger. What the fuck?
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yes, you didn't put the I.
I thought. No, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna get them all.
How are you gonna get it trendy if you can't spell it right?
Well, we're gonna get them all trendy, okay? Even if it's miss or it hit or miss, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know, zoned in with Chills right now. Chills for president 2020, number 5.
I hope he actually gets enjoyment out of this and doesn't fucking hate us.
Oh, it's okay.
Did you send him a follow request, Allie?
Yeah, I did.
So we all sent it at the same time and then put that.
He's probably gonna think something's up here.
Probably.
It's okay. After this, I'll you know, cut up the video and everything, and I'll send it, and I'll tag him on it, and he'll just be like, "What the hell are they doing?" just start tagging him with everything. Like, screw it. I'm a little bit upset that he's not accepting.
Might be busy.
We also don't know what he's doing right now. Could be working
Counting
on a video.
down.
Yeah, counting something down. Like, he's not even putting anything in there. He's just counting down. Can't wait for the next video. 99. Guys, he has like 87,000 followers.
I mean, dude has like a couple million on his fucking YouTube channel. Are you surprised?
Yeah, like 2 million, I think it was when I looked at it.
No.
Oh, well, I got random ghost hunters here. Hold on. Where's he at? Yeah, 5.12 million subscribers. God,
He's
that's...
only 22. Are you serious? I thought he was older than that. I thought like he was like at least like Nicole's age.
Wow, that seems kind of mean. Just like, oh, I
Thank
thought it
you.
was
I'm
cool.
only a little bit older than you.
You're like 5 years older. That's what I mean, though. Like, I
How
didn't
old are you?
expect him.
Aren't you
I'm
22?
21. I'm
I thought you
21.
just turned 22.
No, I just turned 21.
Well, happy birthday.
Well, that's awkward.
I forget
It's
everything.
awkward because you didn't wish me a happy birthday, Badger.
Well, you never told me what your
Yeah,
birthday
I
is.
woke up.
I didn't even know it was your birthday. You didn't even bother to tell me. I don't think it is your
It was like a
birthday.
month ago. Yeah, it was like over a month ago.
We weren't even
I
talking
was-
at that time.
Yes, we were.
No.
Other people are liking it now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I'm so happy. We're gonna make him re-famous.
Did
Hmm.
he go somewhere?
No, he just doesn't talk on Twitter, as far as I know.
He's private. How do you know?
Well, because I told you, like every time he's about to send a new video, he's probably just over there doing the countdown to the next video. Number 986.
I don't know.
We're
I
probably.
gotta go do food again. Be right back.
Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't show that anyone's liking mine. Oh, yeah, that's right. But there's already a lot of people sitting there showing it. Wow. Absolutely no one's liking on my end. Well.
I mean, I've had one.
That's where you're supposed to go. Well, if I had, like, actual people who are willing to talk to me. Most of the time, I'm just picking fights for everybody.
Ever since I took the elevator picture off my pin, people don't really know who I am, so nobody pays attention to my stuff anymore.
Yeah, I know. I think that's, like, where everyone kind of, like, noticed who you were is when you took a picture. Because that was you that took a picture of Anision, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just don't want that to be like forever my thing, I guess.
Like, how did you even take the picture? Did you take it, like, all creepy like? Did you, like, sit there and, like, lean back a bit and, like, you know, tilted your phone up a bit? Like, come on, I just need to get his back of his head.
No. I held my phone right out in front of me and asked him if he was having a good day.
That's not weird. Hey, buddy. See you in Kuwait. You having a good day? You having a good day? Yeah.
It was pretty great.
I'm just a little bit surprised at the fact that he didn't like freak out on you. He just turns and looks at you and goes, "Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day." And then that's where he just starts ripping his shirt off, screaming about his vegan body.
Well, he said that he thought it was a video, so I'm just guessing he didn't want me to film a freak out.
You should have just threw your rage at him, so that way he gets like totally turned off from you. Just be like, "I'm in my 20s." Oh, wow.
You went out what?
Did you hear that Keemstar is trending?
No, why? Did people find out he was a defending?
Defending rape. He's defending rape this time.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like Shane Dawson shot a Twitter out too. "Dear Will Smith, stop shoving your son down our throats. Sincerely, the world."
Oh yeah, poorly aged images did that.
Mm-hmm.
I will be right back in because people want to fucking bug me when I'm clearly busy.
Uh-oh. In other words, she's gonna shove Ramsey on someone. Oh, man. Still, this is some interesting stuff. I kind of want to watch Blair White's video and see what the hell's going on. Because you know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of controversy on whatever she says. Because she used to hang out with them, didn't she?
Hang out with who?
Also, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Who hung out with who?
Blair White. Because supposedly she dropped a video. And I'm kind of curious on what it's about because she was,
From what I've seen, I haven't watched it yet.
Mhm.
But apparently, Like, she called out somewhat Jeffree Star, but also brought back the narrative that James Charles is a predator without any evidence.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about with her, honestly, because like I saw the interview she had with Onision. She kind of shut Onision down.
Mm-hmm. That's like the only thing she has notoriety for these days, I think, is that she shut Onision up.
Well, I think it's pretty easy, though. Especially like when I watched Edwin's video, which is really weird at the fact that it just randomly disappeared. I feel conspiracy. I don't care what anyone says. I think that's a conspiracy. You know what? That's what we should start doing too. Just start flooding other YouTubers. You know, with the Chills for President 2020. Come on, I think it'd be nice. I mean, could you just imagine? He's just gonna be like, why am I getting so much fame? Nah, he seems like a pretty cool guy, though.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be great if he gave this channel a shout out, too.
He's hilarious. I doubt it.
I really do want to hear it, to be honest. I'm just gonna give a shout out to the Honey Badger channel on YouTube. If you haven't heard his content, I suggest that you go and take a listen. While you're at it, smash a like and subscribe to him. Now back to the countdown.
I feel like this whole time has just been us making fun of him. Instead of talking about what we were originally going to talk about.
Yeah, right. Because we were going to talk about the whole Will Smith thing. Yeah, Shane Dawson, Onision, Repzerion, and Maya. And maybe Mia, I don't know.
No, it's
Maya,
Maya.
Mia, tomato. I kind of want to see what. Oh yeah, no, she lost her account too, didn't she? Maya?
Maya did, yeah, she blocked me. And she's privated.
Well, for some other reason, Daniel didn't block. Well, he blocked my main account on my backwhip ones. Well, you know, just because I sat there and said that his forehead's so big he could smack a nail in doesn't mean anything bad. I'm just complimenting his big forehead.
What was that you said about Mia's forehead?
It's pretty big itself, too. How?
I was talking about, like, the Trump wall thing.
Oh, yeah. Trump was, like, staring at Mia's forehead and just, like, blurted out wall. And just, like, that's where he got the idea. Just, you know, let's build a wall. Probably thought, God, I could play so many games of tic-tac-toe on that forehead of hers. Oh, yeah. I put, bro, your forehead's looking like Trump's wall. Oops.
And Gabby Hanna is back at it, trying to fucking get people to feel sorry for her. And fucking...
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes with everybody, though. At least
Gabby
with the...
Hanna is known to be a drama whore, along with fucking Trisha Paytas, Jeffree Star, Nikocado, Avocado, all of them.
Well, I mean, that, like I said, it just seems like that's just what it seems like it is now lately. Like, I'm pretty sure Keem's over there trying to build up a pity party. I'm actually going to look that up.
They need to realize that when you do the shit that you do, I'm specifically talking about Gabby at this point, but when you do the shit that you do, you cannot expect people to feel sorry for you. You know?
I agree with you with that, too. Because it's just like, you know, the whole, like, what is it, sins of the past will catch up to you one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what's going on.
But do you believe that when people say they can change?
They...
Or that they actually growth and change, rather than just saying that they did, because anyone can say that they've grown and changed, but they have to actually show it. That's why I appreciate the fuck out of Jenna Marbles, because she didn't just say, "Oh, I've changed," like Shane Dawson did. She actively showed growth throughout her entire YouTube career.
But to be honest, though, like, I kind of feel like so it's kind of sensitive. Well, people are getting more sensitive because it's like the moment that, you know, somebody shows a blackface, it's like, oh, well, that's racist. It's like, no, it's just comedy. Trust me, there's all levels of comedy. Like, people don't even know that clowns are considered, you know, the Irish. Rosy cheeks, red nose, baggy pants, or patches on the
There's nothing
clothes.
funny about blackface. It's not comedy. I can tell you that right now.
Well,
Well,
people are mistaking other things. Like, I just saw that this Golden Girls episode got pulled because they were wearing face masks, like, when you clean your skin.
and see, but that's it.
I saw this one girl trying to fucking cancel Ariana Grande, saying that she was blackfishing because she had a tan,
That's
and it made no sense to me.
I mean, there's a pretty big line,
There
but
really
people
is.
want to just remove the line.
I just kind of feel like, you know, people are just taking this whole like cancel culture a little too far. Like the thing is like what you were saying is like, well, people can change, you know, in the past and everything like that. But when you look at somebody like say, Leon's girlfriend Maya, it's to that point where she keeps doing this repeatedly. Like, you know, today, tomorrow, and the next day, she's going to sit there and be either anti-Semitic or, you know, uh, racist towards like another race or something like that. And you know, I think I was talking to Ali about this earlier today. It's like, you know, I can understand like a race joke, you know, as long as you're not trying to put some form of hate into it, it's fine. You know, for
There can be race jokes. Like, I remember if you remember Ralphie May, the comedian,
yeah,
before he died,
yeah,
he would always do race jokes, but like no one ever got offended unless it was like some fucking Karen.
yeah.
Because like he wasn't doing it with like a hateful heart. He was like
He was just trying
if
to make
anything,
people
it was
laugh.
positive.
Yeah, exactly.
If
Same.
anything, it was meant to be positive. Like he made one joke saying how to end racism, name cookies after racial slurs, and then yeah, something like that. I'd have to fucking send the video.
Well, see, and I was just gonna say, I mean, look at Dave Chappelle. Like, you know, I understand blackface is wrong, but you know, I think in his old shows, the Chappelle show, he was actually showing whiteface. So
He was.
yeah, and it's just like, okay, so nobody's going to go after him for that, but, you know, God forbid if you go after someone about a blackface, because, again, you know, it just looks at how your sense of humor is. If you're going to get really offended by that, if it's not hurting you, then it shouldn't really be that big of a deal, to a
But
certain
the biggest
extent.
thing is people say that you can't be racist to white people.
Well,
So it
yeah,
doesn't matter.
Which is not the case. Like I've told Badger before, like I've had more than my fair share of people. I'm not even fucking white. I'm fucking mixed.
yeah,
So like people are saying like I'm racist because I'm white or shit like that, like treat me like shit because I have, you know, some conservative, quote unquote conservative views on certain things,
hmm
which I don't consider myself conservative. I don't consider myself liberal or anything. I consider myself very fucking neutral. I think you both could agree with that.
yeah, yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Because the thing is, it's just like kind of like how you are. I try to stay in the middle of the aisle. Like, you know, as far as like when it comes to conservative stuff, yeah, there's some things I do agree with, but at the same time, there's things I don't agree with. And you know, like when it comes to like the whole left, you know, like trying to push certain narratives, like, you know, oh, well, all white people are racist. It's just like that doesn't make any sense. It's
It
like,
doesn't help anything either.
yeah,
It does, because if anything, that just promotes racism towards white people.
exactly. And the same thing, like, you know, I think I told you about this with Hi-Rez sitting there going like, well, we're gonna go through all of our chat, and if we say the hard N word, we're gonna automatically ban that person. I was like, oh, okay, so you're gonna end racism. Are you also gonna, you know, get rid of cracker? And, you know, a lot of people sat there and jumped on me. They're like, why? It's not that offensive. It's like, well, you know, maybe to some people. If you're trying to end racism, then end it on all levels. Don't just sit there and go, well, we need to just get rid of this one word.
I think
just-
what a lot of people don't understand is that, you know, the word cracker is derived from like cracking a slave whip. So
Yeah.
that you're essentially calling, if you call a white person a cracker, you're literally saying they're a slave owner.
Yeah.
If that's not a slur, I don't know what can be, you know?
Well, I mean, there's also white trash, trailer trash,
Redneck.
redneck, and the thing is like, I'm a little bit on the redneck side. Like, I don't listen to like, country music with like dip
There's
in
no
my
one
mouth.
about it.
Yeah.
You're a fucking right.
Oh, hillbilly's another good one too. Like hillbilly, redneck, white trash, or Nazi. Oh man, I love it when people call me Nazi. It's just like, where did you even get that from? It's like, okay. Oh, well, it's obvious you're a Nazi. It's like, okay.
I haven't been called a Nazi, but I've been called a bootlicker.
I've been called racist so many times when literally it's the farthest thing from the fucking truth. Like the amount of times I've been called racist on Twitter for calling out other racist shit is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like,
Sorry, what?
oh no, go ahead.
I got called a bootlicker for saying that a child shouldn't be at a riot.
Well, I mean, that is true though.
It really is. Like, I don't understand how anyone could like disagree with that statement.
So TMZ put this thing out of this article, and it was very like they hated Trump. So that whole kid got sprayed in the face, right? And people thought that the child had every right to be there. And then TMZ put this thing out of this woman holding a baby at a Trump rally and was just like memeing on her about how she's like a terrible parent and she's putting it with all of these infested bodies and just like it's the whole one
In
makes
reality,
it okay.
I don't think that children should be like at political shit in general because, like, especially with like presidential shit can
No, I
go
get
wrong
that.
extremely easily. Like, someone could easily fucking try to shoot up the place because they don't like the fucking candidate.
Okay, but when you're at a riot or even the protest that you know is going to turn into that, that's like a whole
Well, I know.
other thing.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying, like, in general, I don't think that children should be involved in any of that.
I don't either. And people were saying like, well, are you going to watch their children? And I was like, you shouldn't have to rely on an internet stranger. You should take care of your child and not put them in that position.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is like when it comes to those peaceful protests, is when you have Antifa sit there and join, especially when it comes to like a Black Lives Matter movement.
They were putting out stickers that said "shoot a white on sight," so like, I wouldn't bring my child anywhere near that.
Yeah, and it's just like that. I mean, if I know that there's a fire going on down the road, I'm not going to go over there and investigate it.
No, I might. I'm really nosy.
Yeah, right. Like,
Of course you would.
I make Kyle turn around if there's like a big pullover accident.
I kind of feel like you would. You could just like, walk out of nowhere. There could be like a crime scene. You're over there just stepping on evidence. Hey guys, what's going on over here?
No, I wouldn't step on it. Honestly, my dream job would be to be the photographer for crime scenes.
I probably wouldn't even want to do that. I'd be so disgusted if it's like some kind of like mutilation or something like that. It's like, is that his hand? Should we do something about that?
Before I got hurt, I was in line to work for a funeral home to do collecting and then work as a crematory tech. They were going to teach me all of it.
I had a friend who used to be a mortician. That was actually pretty cool for him.
I would love that, but you need like 4 years of law in Washington to go with that.
Oh. Yeah, because I think...
Which, it makes sense, but...
I think in some states you're able to just like get like hands-on experience and then just take like a test.
No, not here. In the School of Mortuary Science, there's one in Washington. It's like in Bellevue or something, and that's like a 3-hour drive without traffic, so...
Yeah, I don't think that would be fun.
No, I've seriously looked into this.
I don't think I would even want to sit there and like, deal with the dead body or anything, because...
I'm
think
just
it would be fairly
absolutely
different.
fascinated by all of it.
Well, like painting the bodies up, because I'm not going to lie, if you sit there and try and tell me like, hey, put some makeup on this dead body, by the end of it, she's going to look like a 1930s like prostitute, and I'm just going to be like, I'm so sorry for this. you just said you just go at it, and this is what happened.
I mean, I think for me to be a mortician, it would entirely depend. Like, I wouldn't want to do... I would take, like, a very, like, natural approach, kind of like that one YouTube mortician. Caitlin Doughty.
Yeah.
I want to take more of a route like her, like completely natural, no embalming, very little invasive stuff, you know?
Well, that would also depend on your client. So you would only have,
Yeah.
like, those people who would want that.
Mhm.
Well, I think I'll probably be the best at making them look like, you know, a 1930s streetwalker. And they're just gonna be like, this is not anything what we asked for. It's like, yeah, well, you know, you've messed up because you hired me, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, so. Probably just drop my little makeup bag on the ground and just be like, I'm out. I'm done with this. We're out. We're done.
Fucking Kai is crying from Twitter. Fucking like the chills post.
It's growing.
Slowly.
Should get Oh wait, you did put retweet it or retweet. Oh, you didn't. Oh well, that's fine. That's cool, I guess.
Who didn't retweet?
Yeah, you should have just put retweet to follow the movement. That really scared the crap out of people.
Down with Trump, up with chills.
Down with Trump and up with chills.
Get chill with chills.
I'm going top 5 policies. Number 1, I will tear down Trump's wall and rebuild a ghost graveyard. I think that's where he gets a little bit
I
under.
feel like he would do a top 5 video in the White House, just talking about all the fucking dead presidents in there.
Hey guys, this is my top 5 most favorite presidents. Number 5, we have Abraham Lincoln, who sat and freed the slaves. Good job. He's not even alive. Why are you telling him good job? Number 4, George Washington.
You're gonna get fucking Antifa out of your ass for that one.
I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna this whole channel's probably gonna get DMCA. I already know.
Fucking probably. Probably.
Yo, fuck this guy. He's obviously using sound bites. I don't believe this. Either that or he's channeling in demons to help him change his voice. A lot of people are probably going to get on my ass about this. He's a good guy.
Fucking everyone gets on your ass over everything.
I
For good
know.
reason. but-
I randomly wake up and someone's mad at me about something that I said. It's like, what did I do? Well, you said this. Yeah. Yeah. I thought, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I thought we were innocent until proven guilty. I'm just being accused of everything. Speaking of being accused, I wonder what Brazilian's up to. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick a fight with him right now.
Him probably streaming on Twitch.
You know what? Did you hear about Dr. Disrespect?
I don't even
I
know
just
who
saw a
that
thing
is.
that he cheated on his wife, but I don't know if that's real.
Well, yeah, but he was crying about that.
I don't know. I
have no
cheated on
idea
my
who
wife,
he is.
so I guess it's my turn to cry about it. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, I did kind of feel bad for him though, because the thing is like they just Twitch out there and just banned him just flat out. They didn't even give him a reason, and then he's just keeping it completely vague as hell too, because he sent a Twitch or not Twitch, Twitter message, and he just put Champions Club. Twitch has not notified me of specific reasons behind their decision. Firm handshakes to all supporting during this difficult time. Then that's where he's like, signed off on it. So I'm kind of curious on what he did, because a lot of people are saying that like supposedly he killed a deer on a video game.
Why would that? What?
That makes no sense. You kill people in video games all the fucking time, and no one says shit.
It's Twitch. Like that's the best thing I can say. Like they had a deer girl over there with Uwu, you know, sitting here saying everyone should be scared of her and everything like that, or him. I don't know the exact right pronouns, I guess. I think it's her. But, you know, she sat there, went on that. Then you had, who was that? Alani, I think it was? Or Alanti? Sat there and, like, you know, beat the absolute crap out of her cat on Twitch, on live stream, no less. And all, you know, Twitch did just give her a slap on the wrist and be like, well, make sure you don't do that again. And then turns around, like, force feeds vodka into him. Or into the cat.
Didn't Muse kick her dog on Twitch, or was that Chatterbait? I think that was Chatterbait.
I think so.
I didn't know Muse had a dog.
Yeah, she had a quote-unquote therapy dog that didn't have any fucking training or anything.
Did she leave it from wherever she came?
Last I knew, she gave it up. Or sold it on fucking Craigslist.
That's what you do with a therapy dog.
Yeah, you just sell it on Craigslist. I'm kind of curious on how she put it down. What, like, mildly used? It's okay.
It's so fun.
It's an okay boy. It's not a good boy, but it's an okay boy. Poor dogs
That's
over there.
sad for the dog.
Yeah. I mean, like, when I had my dog, you know, back in the day, I had to get rid of it. But, you know, I let her know, it's like, hey, you're a good girl. See ya. But, you know, that was kind of mean. Like,
Personally, I would go homeless before I gave up my animals ever. I would not be able to.
Well, say
With them.
I think that's what I probably do, but there's like 2 of these cats that I have that I feel like I could do better without because they're a little bit on the evil side. Like
Your
they'll,
cat?
yeah, they'll legit just look at me while they just poop in the middle of the carpet. I'm like, what are you doing? Your litter box is over there. Literally just cleaned it. And they'll stare me dead in the eye as they're like shaking as they're pooping. I'm just like, okay. I guess I'll clean that later. It's like, thanks, cat.
My cats try to trip me.
My cats just try to suffocate me.
When Raichu was a kitten, he cut my eyelid open, and they bleed a lot more than you think.
God, cats are vicious though.
Fucking Miko, when she was a kitten, it was fucking Halloween. She wasn't even a year old yet. It was Halloween, and I was dressed as like a broken doll, and I had like the makeup going and everything. And I think I scared the poor thing because I went to go pet her, and she looked at me, freaked the fuck out, and I still have a scar to this day. And this was like 3 years ago.
she looked at you and just started going, nope, you get that away. Don't know what that is. No, ma'am.
And now she's just up my ass constantly. I think she's still trying to suck up for that.
Well, that's how it is with me, though. Like, Umbry, I think I showed y'all a picture of Umbry. Boy, that fat boy won't leave me alone.
I don't think I saw a photo.
You didn't see any of them?
No, you
No.
showed me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put it on Discord so that way you can see them all. I think I'll just do, like, just the kitten ones. Because they look better when they were kittens.
They all
So
do.
mean.
I don't know. Some kittens are kind of weird looking.
I think my cat, Momo, the one I named after the sex game character, she looks better now than she did as a kitten, I think. Like, when she was a kitten, she was just a giant ball of fluff, and you couldn't really see anything besides fluff.
Well, see, and that's how these cats were, you know. They were just one big, like, stupid-looking balls of fluff, and then, you know, they kind of grew into their fur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to find the other pictures. Yeah, I feel so bad now because I only have, like, one picture of the cats. Are you serious? No. Oh, wait, hold on, there's others. Yeah, I'm not going to show y'all that one. Huh. I guess that's the only one I have on my computer.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I sat there. I told her that she was adopted.
Sure.
It's like, look at me and look at you. We don't belong in the same species. And that's where she kind of looked at me like, wait, what?
My,
I'm gonna pull
cat
my
Miko.
kid.
My poor Miko, ever since she was a baby, just has like this anxiety-ridden face. Every picture I have of her, she just looks like she's having an anxiety attack.
Aw.
Or even worse, it's not even an anxiety attack. She's just having a like midlife crisis. Yeah, wow. Okay, well I don't have any on my computer. I guess I have some on my phone. I can send them to that way.
I'm pulling mine just because I like to brag about them.
Yeah, like as if you're like just showing off your cats. Like, oh hey, are we sharing cats here? Yeah, let me show you mine.
Well, nobody else has 5 cats, and so it's pretty
I mean,
great.
my uncle has y'all beat. He has 30.
That's not okay.
It's not. We have been convinced. We've tried fucking convincing him to get rid of them all. But the problem is that no one wants them because they're all so fucking inbred that they have physical deformities.
How has nobody gone in on that?
I've been threatening to fucking call fucking animal control, but the problem is that the shelter here is already overfilled, so they won't do anything.
Yeah, so there they are when they're all babies.
Not to mention it's a kill shelter, and I'm not about to fucking know that shit.
You should just take them, like the good ones, I guess. I don't know, and put them online.
Yeah,
No,
because
I don't trust that because, especially on Craigslist, there are people who will look for like cats online.
Oh yeah, those types of
Specifically
people.
on Craigslist, and then use them to train dogs for dog fighting. Use them as bait.
with cats, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, you do know there's like other groups and everything like that.
There is, but I just don't trust it.
Like I know I found one stray, and this little sounds really bad, but yeah, it turns out that she was Asian. She was just like, "Where's the cat?" I was like, "Oh, it's right there." And she was like, "Thank you." And she like drove off, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, "Holy crap! I hope she doesn't eat it." Like it sounds bad. It sounds bad, but it's true. I was just thinking about it. Like I sat down on the sofa and I was like looking off into the distance. I was like, God, I really do hope that she doesn't eat it. But good enough. She sends me pictures like every week, every month or so, and she's like, "Yeah, here's a cat. It's doing fine." And I felt really bad because I misgendered it. I thought it was a female, but I was wrong. It turned out it was a boy, and I was like, "Well, that's awkward." Because I was sitting there calling him.
That's what happened with Miko. Miko was Cheshire for the first 3 months I had her because I thought she was a boy, and then her balls never dropped.
Were you checking it the whole time? Like, hey, is your balls dropped yet, or
No,
what's going on here?
no. I just realized like 3 months in because we were gonna get him fixed the second they dropped, so he wasn't gonna be spraying. Because the last time I had male cats, that's exactly what fucking happened. And then I went to check, and I was like, "This ain't a boy."
Right? It just sounds like a manly, like female. Like, hey, meow.
No, not even. Like, if I can get Nico to come up here, you'll hear she just has like a Karen voice.
It's like a hidden Karen in her. Does she have her hair like over her eye and everything? She like flicks in. It's like, let me talk to your grandma right now. You're getting fired. I kind of feel like she's just gonna say that. She's like, "You are getting fired today. I hope you're happy." Poor cat.
Just gonna leave us here to our own devices.
Yep. We were just like off for like 30 minutes or so, but
So, I just watched like half of Blair's video.
yes.
And literally 90% of it, what I saw so far, was him or her. Ooh, I'm gonna get fucking. She basically accused James Charles of being a predator all over again with zero evidence and just saying, "Trust me." I'm gonna need to have Badger edit out where I accidentally called her a him. I didn't mean to.
I have not really been watching anybody's drama lately.
I've been keeping up with the drama with like Shane, Jeffrey, and the video was supposed to be her exposing Jeffrey, but it's really just her accusing James Charles of being a predator without any evidence.
That's usually how it goes, though.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think many people are falling for it this time.
Well, everybody seems to dislike her for the most part as it is right now.
Yeah.
So they're not going to listen.
This person on fucking Twitter said it the best. Blair, how can you be an advocate for survivors and live with this supposed evidence and not go to the FBI? Something fishy is going on, and I am not falling for you using Jeffrey's name in a title and thumbnail as if you're going to expose him and then you don't. Next.
Yeah. Like it's being held onto just for content at some point.
Mm-hmm. Like, if there's an actual victim,
That's something I've noticed about a lot of people, though, is, like, a lot of YouTubers, is a lot of it isn't even talked about until it's under fire with everybody else.
Especially with, like, Jeffree Star, because he uses every little piece of dirt he has on people as fucking manipulation and blackmail.
How did he talk his way out of it in the first place? Because wasn't he already under heat for all of this? Like, what did he do to get out of it and then for it to come back?
He said, I'm in a dark place, and then he did a fucking video with Shane.
Originally? Like the last time?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be in a dark place.
Yeah, Keem is fucking being a rape apologist again, but then again, he always has been.
Keem should just quit. Just stop.
Keem needs to get the fuck off the internet. Dude isn't even a fucking troll at this point, because trolls know when to stop.
No, it's his ego that keeps him going.
He has such a fucking inflated ego. I genuinely feel bad for his fucking family, having to deal with him constantly. I can only imagine how inflated his fucking children's ego is gonna be.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know how old they are, but maybe it'll die down as they get older. Be more invested.
I have no idea. I know his one daughter looks older, not like teenager, but like older child, like maybe like 10.
I have no idea. Does he post? I don't post, or I don't look for photos of children. I don't know why people post photos of other people's children online, let alone their own.
No, I think Keem posted it himself.
Which is so weird. I would not want to put my kid on display like that for that many people.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Keem posting photos of his kid.
Being a rape apologist.
Well, I think a lot of people sit there and post photos of their kids, though.
Yeah, but like when you're
disliked and have such a big audience,
it's really just putting his own children in danger.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, you could probably look it up on Google. You can just like search Keem's kids.
He's willingly doing it. Like even Greg keeps his kids out.
Yeah, I mean, especially.
He lives in New York. He doesn't live in this fucking area. Like there's fucking crazies here constantly.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
In Buffalo, he is.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, that goes with any, city or state. Is everybody? Yeah, I know. I see you. Get out here. Well, I was gonna say, like, no matter where you go, there's gonna be crazy people, no matter what.
Well, yeah, but why?
Jeffrey's down to 17 million.
Oh no. What was he
Sorry.
at?
I think he was at like fucking 20 million.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's really a lot, but
Yeah, he was at 18.2 million.
Who was that?
Jeffrey.
Well, now I just gotta look at it on Social Blade then.
But you also have to realize that Jeffrey's stands are like die hard for whatever fucking reason. Don't want to admit when he's wrong. And then there's also some people who are only subscribed to him at this point because they want
Just to
to
watch
see
him.
not just that, but like they want to be like one of the first people to see him fucking own up to his shit. To
Well,
see if he will.
so far his weekly averages for losing people is 46,000. That's a lot. Last 30 days was 200,000.
I didn't follow any of them in the first place.
I followed Jeffrey way back in the day when I was a cringy Blood on the Dance Floor fan. Back before I knew any of the shit that went on with like Dobby and all that. And I followed Jeffrey because of Blood on the Dance Floor. And then he went radio silent, he stopped doing music, and then next thing I know, I see him on fucking Facebook saying he's gonna be doing a makeup brand and fucking doing YouTube. So I followed him up until I unfollowed him about 2 years after that because I was just fucking sick of his shit. And then he did the thing with Shane. Now I was a fucking Shane Dawson fan all the way back when I was like fucking 12. And I stopped watching Shane when the video came out with basically the fucking 7-part ad for the makeup palette. I stopped watching him after that. And I unsubscribed from both of them.
The only thing that got me into YouTube was Ray William Johnson back in the day. And he was actually, for the longest time, considered one of the biggest YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
But, God, I hate to see how he dropped fans, though.
I don't even know what happened.
Well, I know he quit Equals 3. And that was probably like one of his best, I guess, what do you call that? That was pretty much one of his best.
I think I actually
Didn't
know
he
who you're
have,
talking about.
a meme ban or something?
Yeah, Your Favorite Martian was a really
Yeah.
big famous one. Yeah, it looks like in the last 30 days he dropped 1.7 million.
Yeah.
God, that's
What
a
do you
lot. Oh, like, so what made Ray William Johnson, like, blow up was the fact that, he would do commentary where he would sit there and, like, watch internet videos and everything like that, and he would sit there and
I knew that much. I'm talking about what did he do to have such a fucking big subscriber drop?
well, because he stopped doing Equals 3, mainly. Because that was the only bread and butter he had, and he was just like, well, I want to stop doing it, and I want to go and do other things. Now I think he's like a stand-up comedian, I think he is.
I don't know.
Well, he's been losing a lot of freaking followers, that's for dang sure.
Hey, Grade A Under A is back.
Who?
Grade A Under A.
I have a cat just like all over my desk. What do you want?
I have a cat now and that's good. Being annoying as shit.
Well, he's like blocking my whole screen and he's like meowing.
Come here, baby. Come here, my kitty Karen. Come on. Come on. See? She sounds like Karen.
Well, it's better than Umbry though. Umbry sounds like he's a fat teenagers just breaking into puberty.
My cat Ocean sounds like an old woman trying to sound like a cat. Like, imagine like a 90-year-old woman meowing, and that's what she sounds like.
Like an old lady Karen.
Not necessarily. Who are you meowing at? I'm literally just poking her, and she's meowing like a portrait.
Oh yeah, it sounds like baby girl right there. You sit there and try and pet her. It sounds, she makes it seem like you're like breaking her arm or something, or her foreleg.
Are you a Karen? Are you gonna call? Do you want to speak to my manager?
Yeah, I can't even believe Keemstar's already trending though.
Of course he is.
He doesn't show up as trending in mine.
Really? He was trending in mine earlier, at least. He was last night too.
No, my first. Mine have nothing to do with anything on YouTube. It's just world events.
How do I have so many fucking notifications? But
Blair White is trending at 24.
Yeah, but
he fucking accused James Charles of being a predator without any evidence yet again.
yeah, I watched some of that, and I was sitting there watching. I was just like, she's got to be lying though, because she keeps blinking a lot, and she keeps looking to the right. But you know, with some cameras, you know, it's flipped out. I really do think that there's something fishy about it too, as well.
Check Blair's social blade. I'm curious.
Well, let me get on that for you. Jesus. Go check Blair's social blade. Okay. I'm on it.
You're my bitch now.
You take that back. Oh, whoops. I forgot to yell. Blair White. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, well, there's a Blair White and a Blair Black.
The same. It's literally the same.
Oh, is it
person.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. In U.S., she's ranked 5,323rd. Huh. Oh, wow. She actually went plus. She gets about roughly 500 a day. Weekly, it's 3.5 thousand. And in the last 30 days, she got up to 15,000.
Gaining or losing?
Gaining. She's gone plus, not negative.
Should be negative. So fucking. She's equally as problematic. Well, not equally, but like she's also fucking problematic.
Well, I mean, with YouTube alone, it looks like she's making roughly around 13,000 with this a month. Wow.
That's at the highs. That's if she doesn't get demonetized, which I'm pretty sure she gets demonetized fairly often.
Well, in that case, she makes like roughly $830. That's the lowest it goes. But it seems like so she dropped subscribers too in the last 30 days. It says it's down by 21.1%. That doesn't make sense. See her full monthly. Yeah, because it just looks like as though she's getting people subscriber wise, because she keeps getting like 1,000.
Well, that's also just today, because if we give it a week and check again, I guarantee it'll drop.
Well, on the first 0601, 1,000, 03, 1,000, 05, 1,000, 07, 1,000. So she's probably getting. I think what it was because she like stayed out of all this BS. At least as far as I know, I haven't really followed and watched it.
I try to steer clear of Blair's content because I just find her really fucking problematic.
Yeah, it is. Because it looks like even the graph system shows like her subscribers are going up. She was getting at least like 1,000 on June 20th. Is there anybody else I need to look up while I'm at here? Shane Dawson.
Yeah, might as well. Nicole, you went silent.
I'm sorry. I don't really follow anybody.
I follow no one.
I mostly just watch like video game shit, honestly.
Well, that's
Unless
what.
it's like Wes or like something comes out from like Tamimi or Creep Show.
The only time I'm on YouTube is if people send me videos. Other than that, I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
I just.
have that irritating 4-year-old that just showed up.
I ain't gonna lie. I just watch whatever. I just let the wheel spin and just feel like just taking me away YouTube.
I've just been playing Animal Crossing.
I gotta go. I will be back in like 10 minutes.
Okay. I guess we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm looking right now. Shane Dawson on was it Shane? Just Shane, his regular Shane one. He lost 400,000. He's in the negative 93 a week, and then daily is like 13,000.
Damn.
Yeah, he's losing a shit ton.
I'm surprised he hasn't just quit or turned it off. I know he removed his videos.
Well, you got to keep in mind, how much was he making? Like he's been making a lot. Well, I mean, he's been making a lot. The only thing is just like, yeah, his other one, Shane Dawson TV, he only has 2 uploads on that. That's just crap.
I mean, if Jenna Marbles up and quit, like, why are all these people still going? You can tell what they're really in it for.
Well, I mean, like a lot of them, like I can understand because they kind of mess up and they don't bother. Wow, yeah, Keemstar's like down too. Or no, he's breaking even right now from the looks of it. And he's making a monthly from $3 to $44. I know for a fact he's hurting on cash. After Ethan did all that, I know for a flipping fact that he's hurting.
People are trying to get onto Ethan for blackface now because of his YouTube videos of being in a boy band.
I can't see him as a boy bander though, to be honest.
It's a 90 theme boy band. Like he bleached his hair, like his tips, put on a bunch of tanner, a white tank top, and like a shell necklace, and then made a music video. And they're saying it's blackface.
I gotta find that then. I feel like that's gonna be kind of weird and cringy for him.
I don't know. I find him hilarious.
I guess what I put like back 90s.
I would just put Ethan Klein or H3H3 boy band. You should find it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, they kind of have like the gold faces and everything.
Yeah.
God, like I was looking like at some video or pictures of him, like way back in the day, and it's like, good lord, he was like so thin.
Yeah.
And then
Right
like,
as the chub and tuck.
yeah, he's a little bit of a chubby fellow there. Although it is kind of funny though. He's still a pretty funny guy though, I think.
Yeah. I like that he doesn't really care.
Yeah. Like even with the whole iDubbbz and everything like that, I thought that was really good.
I have no idea.
You don't know who iDubbbz is?
Well, no, I know who he is. I didn't know he did anything after. Was it like a content cop thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like other videos where Ethan like invites him over, and then instead of letting like iDubbbz like go through the front door, he makes him like walk through like a bunch of thickets and brush and tell him just climb up a ladder on top of the patio and everything. And I just thought that was hilarious. Like even like iDubbbz was kind of looking at him like, dude, fuck you.
I don't know. I just like that he sticks to his jokes and will go all out for them.
Oh yeah. Like he's still pretty funny. Like there's a lot of pretty funny YouTubers out there though, but the only problem is yeah, what is this? Oh. Okay. I'll probably watch that later. But yeah, I mean it's just I don't know, like a lot of this is It's crazy right now. You have like a whole bunch of like riots and everything. You got Blair, Jeffree Star, and James and Shane Dawson just sitting there attacking each other.
I also did not see the entire community turning on Epstein, like, at all.
I think they turned on him. Honestly.
No, I mean, like, I didn't see that happening. Because I came in at, like, the prime Greg stuff and then watched everything just crumble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is he kind of like turned his back on a lot of his viewers and everything like that, which is crazy. Because like I think he was on one of Edwin's videos or streams, and he was over there sitting there saying like, oh well, they're anti-O, and I don't associate myself with that. It's like, dude, they're technically your fans. What the hell do you expect them to do?
Built off of.
Yeah.
You can't say that you've done this content for 10 years. That's huge.
Well, you also have to keep in mind though, like with him, he supposedly claims that this is just something fun to do, and it's just like, no, it's not. It's just for you to grab some extra cash. I mean, already like looking at his estimated earnings is roughly between $271 or $4,300, and that's not even talking about like what he gets for Twitch, which is actually a good question. How much does he make?
Is this just all open that you can look up?
Yeah.
Is how much people make?
Yeah. All you just need to do is just know the person. Yeah, so it looks like he had like 1,700 monthly average for Twitch alone. Hold on, I'll even send you the link. And you can sit there and look it up if you want.
Alright, sorry.
There you go. Alright, there you go. I sent it.
Hello.
Are you there?
Okay, the thing went away, so I was making sure it didn't.
Oh, okay. No, that was my bad. I had to sit there and send it on the chat. But yeah, like his total grade's like a B minus. Yeah, that's on YouTube, right? Yeah. God, that's just crazy though. Just sitting there looking at this. Thank God for
I don't
people.
know, his Twitch seemed to lower a lot.
Well, I mean, I figure if he has 17,000 or 1,700, I'm sorry, if he has 1,700 like people, almost monthly, figure if each one gave him like $5, is that 5? That's 3,500, I think, give or take. So, yeah, he's making some money. Like I don't care what.
Do you make Twitch videos?
I mean, I can do Twitch, but
I mean, but have you? I don't really understand. Like, you just watch people game and talk.
well, I mean, like with Twitch, yeah. I mean, there's like what was it, real life? I was thinking about doing that with us, where we just go on Twitch and just talk about everything. But safe from that, it's just again, like I was telling you, you have to be a female and you have to be wearing low cut 98% of the time.
Nah, I'm super modest.
Yeah.
I do well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also have to be cute though too, because like I know there's a few girls in there that they don't really like show that much skin, except unless you're like one of those quote unquote ethoughts. They're just like, oh, watch me just body paint myself. I'll get completely naked and just paint myself. It's just like, what the hell? It's like, how is Twitch gonna sit there and allow that? But then somebody accidentally like pulls up a porn link. Oh man, there we go.
Yeah, I didn't really use like anything until January, and I still don't.
Well, see, and the funny thing too is I'm looking at it, and his channel type is considered education for Obsidian.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. That's what he has it under.
The last video I saw him like truly upload was talking about the PlayStation.
Well, the last time I heard was oh, okay. Actually, it even shows like his badges and everything. That's pretty cool. Um, no, the last video I seen of him is like pretty much with Chris Hansen, and I just remember just like how much he was just going down on him. He was like all friendly with them and everything, and then out of nowhere, after I released that video with the anti-OFL, out of nowhere, like, oh well, I denounced Chris Hansen. He's terrible. It's just like, really? That just seems a little suspicious because I only had one view for the longest time, and then people started to watch it, and it's just like, I really do think because I did tag him in it, and I think he did watch it. That's what I think. Like, I don't care what he says, and he's probably gonna get all mad, and he's just gonna be like, well, guess what, Badger? I really do think that he watched it. I don't care what he says.
Probably, I don't know what they do because they say that they don't care and they get out a lot, but then
I was saying it's funny because like when it comes to like Keemstar, like I don't know why he sits there and fights him, and just like it's one of the things I realized with him and like that Edwin with what's his name, Phoenix, I think it was. With him and Phoenix, it just seemed really off and weird because like Repzillion was just screaming at the top of his lungs at this guy, and then when you sit there and look at him with like him and Keem, when Keem started like accusing him of stuff, again, same thing. He just went off screaming at the top of his lungs for it. And I was just like, dude, you don't have to go screaming at people unless, you're in some kind of fault,
Yeah.
So, I think there's some really strange about him. Oh, you can do real time. Let's do that. Real time sub count. So I don't think this is even true though.
What's not true?
Yeah, he's definitely losing a lot of people though with Repzillion and Jeffree Star. And he labels his video as a how-to. So he was considered a singer though?
Who?
Jeffree Star.
Yeah, back in his MySpace days, that's where I know him from. He used to be a singer, and his music's pretty terrible, really.
Well, I mean, that's how it is. Like, when you're younger, you're just like, oh my god, it sounds so cool. Then when you get older and you listen to it, and you're just like, what the hell was I on when I was listening to
I
this?
think he was like almost mid-20s when he made it, and it's talking about sleeping with straight boys, and that's like what his content music is. Like, I'm a bad bitch and I sleep with straight boys.
See, this is why I prefer like Metallica or Avenged Sevenfold or something like that, because I don't think they would do that.
I'm definitely a metal fan over anything.
Yeah, like I love the crap out of metal, but I don't think I would probably listen to Jeffree Star. Like after looking at him, I'd have been like, no. Maybe Marilyn Manson, but not Jeffree Star. There's no way in hell.
No, I only know that because I was like a MySpace scene kid, and that was just what was in it.
You probably had like 900, like, everybody following.
Oh, I was on this like scene model pages. It was stupid. My mom would help me.
I was on there for like 4 minutes, and then I just sat there and like came up. I was just like, yeah, this is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's really stalkerish. But I had to give it to the creator of MySpace, so he actually did a pretty good job with that.
Yeah. Now it's just music. Every once in a while I go and check on it to see my old photos.
No, last time I heard about MySpace was Justin Timberlake bought it back.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. But that was like such a long time ago, but I don't think he did anything with it, did he?
It's really just about music now. That's a majority of when you go on there, it's just people sharing their music.
Oh wow, it's changed a lot.
Yeah, I went and looked at my profile not that long ago, and they removed like everything from it. I just have photos on it.
I'm pretty sure they done that with me. Oh yeah, they changed a lot of things out on me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm a little bit surprised that they actually changed so much on it.
I'm not. It was mostly dying.
Well, I mean, it's not mostly dead. It's like completely dead because God knows.
Well, yeah, Facebook pretty much took it out.
Mm-hmm. And now Twitter's doing the same thing to Facebook. Because right now, the only thing that I think people who use Facebook is just the older audience.
Well, I like it for memes and then the video. How they set the videos up, the randoms.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie though. Like, it's just to that point. Like, I'm just not even really liking Twitter because you have to like watch your P's and Q's, you know.
Yeah. I find myself exiting tweets a lot, where I just completely back out. I'm like, nope. Don't feel like arguing today.
Yeah, like I'll sit there and read something and I'll put something down and I have to reread it. And once I read it for like the fourth or fifth time, I'm just like, you know what, this might get me suspended again. So I just delete it. It's just like, whatever, I'll just let them go off. I'm not even gonna try and fight this.
Mm-hmm.
Because pretty much like nobody wants to sit there and listen to other people, kind of thing.
Yeah. I get nervous now when I go and see my Twitter app and it says 20 plus. I'm like, well, I did something.
At least you get 20 plus. I mean, I'm over there, it's like I barely get one. It's like, oh my god, somebody likes me out here.
Mine is usually because I had such uneasy and unprivated, told a lot of people to follow me, and then so once I started talking about other things, they don't really like that because my opinions aren't the same.
You see, I just don't understand that. It's just like, you know, maybe you should like, you know, respect certain things and everything like that. Well, you can actually check out like other people's like Twitter accounts too.
What do you mean?
So I can sit there, I can like look at your Twitter and see how many followers you gained and how many you lost.
Yeah, no, I've been losing a lot. I lost like almost 100.
Oh, well,
But when I checked, a lot of profiles are just deactivating. They just say do not exist anymore.
See, and the thing is like that doesn't like for me. It's just mainly like the e-thoughts and everything. They'll just sit there and like add me.
I lost the most followers when I said that kid shouldn't be there.
Yeah, see, it doesn't even show me anything like how many following for the last 30 days or anything like that for you.
I mean, I've gained followers the last few days. I still gain them every once in a while. It just kind of sits where it's at. I lose them and then I gain them back.
Yeah, it's like roughly around 91-ish. Because that's what like shows for you and everything. I wonder
91 what?
91 followers.
I have more than 91 followers.
Do you?
I have almost 1,600.
No, it says 91 followers.
My profile says 1,558.
No. What?
Yeah, go
For-
look at my Twitter.
Yeah, I'm looking at your Twitter right now. You're following 165 and you only got 91 followers.
That's not true at all. I'm going to send you my thing right now.
I'm back.
Oh, well, welcome back. Yeah, no, we're center.
Allie, go check my Twitter. What
Mhm.
is my following and follower numbers?
Give me 30 seconds.
Like, I'm literally looking at it right now. You can look at it yourself, you know. You can, like, look it up on your profile.
Following is 1,471. Followers is 1,558.
Oh, I see
Yeah, so I
57.
don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what? No.
I just sent you a
Oh,
screenshot.
that's... I thought that was Allie. Wow.
No.
That's awkward. I'm sitting there looking at Allie. I'm just like, no, you only had 91. I don't know what the hell you're looking at.
I thought I was following and had a lot of fake followers. It's like, damn.
I was originally thinking I was talking to Allie the whole time. Like, I wasn't even looking at, like, who I was talking to. I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. You crazy.
Y'all must have talked about some weird ass shit if you thought that you were talking to me.
Not really.
We were talking
Me and him
about,
talked about some weird shit. So, like...
well, it says here your monthly average is at negative 58.
Yep. I've been making people mad on my friends or on my followers list.
It looks like you got 2 people to follow, though, today.
Yeah. It goes down and comes up. It really just stays at 1560.
What do? Do you just, like, randomly see someone that says something and you're just, like, jumping in there like, wow, let me just go Karen on this lady right now.
I'm not really a Karen, I don't think.
Call
I
me
mostly
Karen.
just fight pedophiles. But it depends on what mood I wake in. If I'm, like, super anxious and ready to go, or if I'm grumpy, then I'm usually yelling at people at, like, 5 a.m.
I can see you just being drunk, and just drink, like, you know, taking a swig of, like, Jack Daniels, and you just read something, you just get mad over it, and just be like, fuck that guy.
I don't drink.
Oh, well.
And I smoke, but I can't drink.
Well, I mean, a lot of people say that, too.
I mean, I can, but, like, I take a medication that you're not supposed to drink.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and just, like, you know, shame you for not drinking. Like, well, how dare you? You're not exercising your age right. I think that's what it's called.
Meh.
I'm kind of hoping for, like, one big, like, oh my god, this is what happened kind of thing.
For what?
Oh, just with, like, Blair White. Like, I'm kind of hoping somebody's just going to be like, well, explain this.
I mean, doesn't she block people if they question her?
Who? Maya or Mia?
I thought we were talking about Blair.
Blair White.
Oh, I wasn't paying too much attention, sorry.
No, mostly everybody just blocks you. Or people in general if they question.
People block me when I don't even remember fucking talking to them. I think it's hilarious.
People block me off of random. Like, I just questioned that envelope thing, and Antifiles completely blocked me. Wasn't even her tweet, it was my own tweet.
Wait, Anti-Files? Really?
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, but I've had, like, communication with her for, like, a long time now. And then I was like, how is this fake? And she blocked me.
She's just mad because people aren't kissing her ass. Now, I got my theories on who that is, but...
Really?
Yeah.
Dude. Like, I don't know if you want to say who.
I low-key feel like it's Mia or one of Mia's minions.
No.
Well, if that was the case, she would have blocked me an hour ago.
Not if she wants to keep up the ruse that it's not the same person.
Yeah, but why would she block me? Because after that whole Mia thing, it took her, like, a long time to do it, and we even have been talking since then.
I don't know.
And
Personally, I haven't been able to fucking stand the Antio files for a few months now, honestly.
yeah, and the one thing is, she claims she's a paralegal. I remember Keem fucking just shat all over her. It's like, yeah, you don't know anything about the law. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
Neither does Keem. Keem thinks he knows everything, but he really fucking doesn't.
Well, see, and that's why I asked a lawyer. I was like, so how does it go with when it comes to the CP and everything? And he was just like, it's just easy. He's like, in a federal law case, if an underage child sends you underage, pornography, you're gonna be in trouble no matter what. Even how old the person is, they could be 105, and they send you like, an underage child, you're gonna be
I
in
think it
trouble.
also depends on the age of the minor too, because if it's like over 16, then the minor can get in trouble.
I don't think so. Because from what the lawyer told me, he's just straight up. He's just like, it doesn't matter what the age is. If anybody sends anybody else underage pornography, and if they catch it and they see it, like the FBI, then you're going to be held responsible versus the guy that sent it to you. There's no ifs and or buts.
Which I think is stupid because you can't control what other people send you.
Exactly, and the thing is, that's why I told him. It's just like, I told you about that when I'm working on that, guy up in Indiana. I was just like, so what happens now? And he just turned and looked at me. He's like, if I were you, I'd stop doing it. I was like, fuck you, dude. I was like, I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. He's like, well, just think about this. If they send you underage, nudes, then you're going to be the one in trouble. And I was just like, I really don't care, because what I'll do is I'll just delete it, because obviously you're not going to help out anybody that's trying to do y'all guys' job. And I think that's what it was. Is they were just that mad that I was doing their job better than them. It's not that hard. I mean, you just go on Kick and, tell somebody, hey, I'm 14. Before you know it, you'll
Okay,
get
I'll be
like,
right back.
oh well,
Sorry,
that was close enough. But I mean, it just gets to that point. I mean, that's all you really had to do is just like go into a group and be like, hey, I'm 16 or 17, and then before you know it, you have like 1,000,005 guys sitting there like sending you, their wee wees or dick pics. Although I trolled the crap out of one. He was just all like, yeah, you like that? I was like, where is it? Where is it, buddy? He's like, it's right there. It's like, hold on, let me zoom in on it. Oh, there it is. Hi, little fella.
Should have sent the Dory gif.
Oh, I sent the tongue gif. I was just like, because I got the like modded Kick and everything, so I can make it look like as though it's live. Send the tongue. It's like, you want to see how my tongue looks right now? He's like, yeah. Bam. He blocks me instantly. I was just like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess.
I think that was his intention.
Oh yeah, for some weird reason, I'll find the most weirdest crap on Facebook or on the internet, and then there's like a guy that's like being like really thirsty towards my trap. I'll sit there and send it to him, just to scare the shit out of him. Just be like, yeah, enjoy that. What I really want to do is like try and figure out how to hack so I can get their IP address, and then just start ordering them like pizzas or something like that. Oh, we all got quiet now.
You're welcome.
No, thank you.
I was talking to my aunt.
I felt like you got triggered when I said I was just going to troll people. "69 days after 420 again, just to let you know.
What?
69 days after 420.
What today is?
Yeah, supposedly that's what Elon Musk wanted everybody to know. With his 36.3 million followers, he wanted everyone to know that.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, the dude's smart, though. I have to give that to him.
The fact that he touted it out, kinda weird.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's building a rocket to GTFO off Earth. There's got to be something up. He knows something that we don't know, and that's why he's looking to get the hell out of here.
Probably.
He's like pulling his britches up, and he's just like, yeah, I'm out of here.
I mean, he's like really old, isn't he? I don't see him being able to be in a rocket.
I don't think he's that old, is he?
I I'm pretty sure he's like at least in his 60s, if not older.
I should just send him like a. Yeah, I'll send him a tweet and just be like, dude, how old are you again? He's probably just going to tell me go look it up on Google. How old is Elon?
He is 49. I was wrong.
Okay. Yeah, see, he's not that old. He's still got a
He's
little.
still old. He's still too old. He should be in a rocket.
He's got a little pep in his step.
Oh, there's a bunny. We have a visitor.
I kind of feel like so he could take some people on in a fight.
Maybe. I'm not gonna know.
Well, hold up here. Looks like he's single. I'm just saying. He's worth $41.1 billion.
Get Elon Musk as a sugar daddy.
Yeah, I'll take his honey. I don't care. It's like screw it. He's gonna go off into space, and I'll wish him the best of luck while I sit there and enjoy the $40 billion that he has. God, he's got a lot of kids too.
You'll be a stepdaddy.
Well, no, I'm just gonna disown them all so I can keep all the money for myself.
So fuck.
He has one really weird name one. Nevada, Alexander Musk,
Not weird.
Kai Musk, Damian Musk, Griffin Musk, Xavier Musk, and Saxon. No, there's one. It's like X, Ether A Zill. Unless he's trolling the crap out of me with that.
I have no fucking clue. I know there's one couple that named their son a bunch of Roman numerals, and it was supposed to be like Alexander or something like that. I don't know.
I would make up the most randomest name for a kid.
I know there's a popular name going around, and it's spelled ABCDE, and it's pronounced Absidy.
That's
Really weird.
That's interesting, but I think I would go even more like out of it. Like I'll just name a kid a lamp. I would straight up name a kid a lamp. Like, could you just imagine that? Just going somewhere and just someone's like, "Come on, lamp, let's go." You don't look all that bright, anyways. I don't think these cats really care, because last time I went to go take a shower, they legit sat there and like hopped in the shower with me, like, "Hey, what's going on in here? Oh, it's wet!" And then they just started attacking everything. I'm just like, what the hell?
Do your cats obsess over you? They all like to lay
Oh, well, you're lucky.
on you. Why?
Because the fat one tries to lay on me, and you know when you get like something like really heavy that like rests on your stomach, you kind of just do that whole.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he does. And you
Yeah.
just-
Raichu's pretty solid. It's a Maine Coon, and he's like a good 20 pounds.
Let's see, then you're lucky. Mine's like 35 pounds.
Ooh. He only likes me if he wants something,
Yeah, that's kind of like how Umbra is, because like I'll sit there and like lay down on bed or in bed, and he'll just come up and he'll just like plop himself on me, and he'll like roll over and like show me his gut and everything. And while that happens, you know, the other one's like, "Well, let me show you my butthole." It's like, no, I don't want to see that.
though. That's just a cat thing.
Well, yeah, and Allie sat there and told me, she was just like, "Oh yeah, that's how they show that they trust you." I was like, well,
Pretty
Could you-
much.
like, could you imagine doing that, like in like, you know, actual society? You're just like, "Hey, I trust you. Look at my butthole."
mean, I feel like a lot of people do that.
How so?
I mean, you could subscribe to an OnlyFans and get just that.
Well, I mean, that just goes to show you had to pay for it and everything. I'm just talking about just
I
like,
mean,
you know, just some random guy down the road, and you're just like, "Hey, I trust you. Look at my butthole." It's like, no, I don't want to.
didn't a photo of a museum just go around with that?
That's what I'm gonna start doing now. I'm just gonna start showing people random cat butthole pictures. I'm pretty sure I'll probably get banned for that on Twitter. See, that's like a really crazy thing about Twitter, though, too. I just don't quite understand. Is the fact that, you know, you can't say certain words on there.
I told the fake Rose account to fake jump off a bridge and got suspended, but like all of these child stuff and animal stuff is all good.
Right? It's like all this like pornography that they sit there and show. It's okay, but you know, there's somebody that looks like a guy on their profile picture, even though they have like, you know, their quote unquote pronouns. You get automatically suspended if you sit there and like, you know, fall for that trap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just like I just don't really quite understand there. It's just like, okay, well, why is that something?
Because why not?
It's
I don't
just
really, it says that it falls under the art category, like expression of art. Like in their rules, it says as long as no one's actually being touched in it, it's considered art and allowed to stay.
for the pornography wise, or for
Pretty much all of it, even really bad stuff, is considered art if like it's just photos type stuff. It's pretty gross.
yeah. And saying that's just one of the biggest things I just don't quite understand because you know, when it comes to politics, like I can kind of understand and see why like Trump's like trying to get on their ass about that. Because to me, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just like, okay, well, you know, if it looks like a guy or if you have like a cartoon profile picture, it's like, well, you know, I'm just gonna assume it's a guy.
Yeah.
Because I even sat there and told Allie, I was like, yeah, I legit thought like Granny and her were like dudes. They were just like, you know, pretending to be like girls and everything.
I wish I knew who Granny was. Just a little bit.
And Granny, like Rainbow Granny.
Yep.
Well, I think Allie knows who it is, but I legit
No.
thought it.
Her and I have been guessing for a while. At some point, Allie thought she was British. And if she does know, I'm going to be upset that she didn't say anything.
Well, I don't think it's that she didn't say anything. I figured she thought that she just assumed. Because, like, again, I assumed, like, her and Granny were, you know, guys and everything, just, you know, just being trolls and everything.
No, they're trolls, but they're females.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. So I was a little bit surprised about that when she told me that. She's like, yeah, no, we're all females. I was like, what?
I didn't really have a choice in the matter. My face was already my face, and I kind of got outed as is.
Well, yeah. I mean, with a lot of people sitting there doxing everybody. Because that's one thing I do kind of laugh about is when Mia gets doxed, and then she's like, oh no, how dare everybody sit there and try and dox me? It's like, shut up, you're fine.
The worst thing that came out of mine is people kept harassing my sister for her little crochet business.
See, I just don't understand that. It's like, okay, so you're just going to harass the crap out of random people and everything.
I was pretty mad about that they put all of my family out there.
Yeah, wasn't that Vincent that sat there and did that? Because if I remember correctly, you and Vincent kind of had a bit of a ruffle-tuffle.
Yeah, he posted my photo and said that he was working on my location, and then some dude off of that kept trying. He put all of my stuff on, and then people on Facebook started messaging my sister, so it was just really weird. And then he also messaged my mom's Twitter.
See, and I wouldn't be upset or scared if he tried to do that with me, because I'd be laughing my ass off. Like, by all means, you know, try and find me. I'm okay with this.
I don't think anything was going to happen at all, but the point of it is, like, they had nothing to do with it. I don't understand what you're trying to do with it. Like, why?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, like, I kind of feel like it was just to that extent where people were just trying to look for arguments and fights and clouts and everything like that. But
Brett Sion actually got doxxed off of my docs because he like apologized or was like, "Whoa, I'm sorry that happened," and then his entire family got outed on it.
Yeah, but I'm sure he still sat there and was just all like, "Don't you sit there and dox me."
The same person that doxed Mia is the same one that got to us. But the thing that I find is weird is she knew that he did that to us because it was a thing.
Yeah.
And then she still kept going like head to head with him, and then was like, "Oh no, what happened? Why did this happen?"
Yeah, but to be fair though, she's a bit on the crazy side though.
No, I know. I feel bad. I think that like she flew to here to get that do that whole interview, and I don't think that she really got what she was hoping for it, and that's why she's trying to get all of this startup against people.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just to that extent where I think it's just like there's no point in attacking somebody. Like for me and Reptilion, like so the reason why I don't like Reptilion all that much, a big reason why, is because I kind of just see like, he's allowed to do certain things, but if other people try to do those things to him, that's where he's just like, well, that's bullshit. I'm just going to sit there and fight it. Like him going after Onision, with what, I forgot how many followers Onision has. I think it was like
either 1 something or 3 something.
Could have sworn it was like 3 mil.
It might have been like 3.3 or something.
Yeah,
I stopped watching him.
Yeah, like roughly when I stopped getting into it, it was roughly like around 3 to 2 mil. Oh, whoops. I didn't do that right. That's embarrassing.
I found out some stuff about all of his situation.
About with Onision?
Yeah.
What's that?
Because if you stay neutral, people talk to you. One of his pretty good friends, I was talking to her, and she was saying that like he felt trapped with the whole YouTube thing, and he was just ready to get out of it, and that ever since he's been doing OnlyFans, he's been a lot happier, and like the kid, the 4-year-old or whatever, does in fact talk. It was just a late learning process. It had nothing to do with like the fall or anything, and Kai just isn't gonna come back to the internet at all. But they're like doing fine, I guess.
I kind of feel like though that's a little bit off though, because the thing is like, so with all this that happened with them, like so with Kai was okay with going on Kick and doing all this stuff, which is fine. It's like whatever. But at the same time, it just like, to me, it just seems weird at the fact that she's just like, well, I'm done with the internet, and I'm just hide behind Onision. And even though like I kind of have to give it to Onision, he acts completely crazy for a reason, and I see that because he'll sit there and whenever you watch him when everything was going down, he was straight up just. I think he was milking the views. Like, okay,
no,
well,
everything was completely intentional. It was said that it was. He gained all of the like loss with that Freak Out series.
Yeah.
Everything like he lost, he gained right back, and that was the whole plan. And I had a feeling it was the whole time because I think he's smarter than people think.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing because like a lot of people are like, he's not that smart. He's like, no, he's got to be center, going at least know what he's doing, kind of thing.
Like people keep calling him a psychopath, but I've never really heard of a dumb psychopath. They're all pretty smart with everything that they do.
Yeah. I can't even spell Onision right now. Onision. There we go.
There's a movie on Netflix that looks like it says Onision right now. I keep seeing it.
Yeah, because like right now he's breaking pretty much even. He has like roughly around 2.5 million.
Well, it doesn't help that like the entire anti-movement shifted over to Reptilion, and then he's not really doing YouTube, and then just like everything that's happening, it just completely pulled away from him.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like with the anti-O, they're just kind of like, well, Onision's not giving us what we need, and
They're eating anything that moves.
Yeah, pretty much. And now they're going after Reptilion, which I don't blame. Because again, he kind of bit the mouth, or he bit the hand that fed. Yeah, because, you know, once he sat there and went on Edwin's and he was just like, oh yeah, you know, I think all the anti-L, that's where you just kind of piss somebody off, and they're like, well, let's dig into his fucking past and, you know, see what we can find about this guy. And that's where I think it was.
What did Edwin do that makes people upset with him?
Edwin?
Yeah, because I've had like actual conversations with him before, and he seems pretty nice. And it's
So,
just because I don't really know people's histories.
so like for me, the when he sat there when that whole like Reptilion and Phoenix thing happened, this is what kind of pissed me off. Okay, so Edwin sits there and claims that he's considered a mutual person. You know, he's kind of a moderator. You know, he kind of jumps in, tells someone, hey, calm down, or hey, let him finish what he's going to say. But when it came to the whole Reptilion Phoenix thing, he practically teamed up with Daniel than he did with Phoenix, or just flat out just say, hey, how about we take a breather, let him say what he's going to say, and then you can come in and, you know, retort it or rebuttal it, whatever you want to do, Daniel. Just, you know, let him say something in response to everything you're throwing at him. And that's...
I mean, but he's also just like a dude with a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
He's not like trained for this. People get heated.
Well, at the same time, though, it's just to that extent. So, like, you know, like, suppose if you and Ali sat there and got into a fight, right? And Ali's over there, she's like, you know, going gorilla shit crazy on you. I would have sat there and just told her, he's like, hey, you had your chance to speak. Let you know, Nicole try and like jump in there and say anything that she wants, or, you know, any way that she can sit there and you know, cancel this out or something like that. And then, you know, again, I try to be more neutral, even though, like, suppose she comes in with a good point, or if he comes in with a good point, I'll sit there and just try and stay in the middle to where I'm not over there just like, well, no, you're wrong, Nicole. I'm gonna side up with them, kind of thing.
Yeah. But what if it was something that was like, I did something justifiable? I don't really know what he got onto him though for.
Well, I mean, define exactly what Reptilion did that was considered like justifiable, you know. Him calling the police on a 16 or 17-year-old child, like, even though, like, I kind of feel like when it comes to Colton, I kind of sat there and dug into it, and I sat there and thought about it. So, like, you know what? I really do feel like that he's sort of the pawn. It's like you're pretty much punching down. You're punching at the tail of, you know, something that's not really that efficient. Because, you know, how much does Colton have? Like, what, 800 people or 800 viewers? Yeah, he only has, like, roughly around 850 subscribers. And then, you know, you got Reptilion with, what, 771,000.
But that's really not his fault. That he has lower subscriptions than him. I don't really understand the Lego thing. I think that's really weird to take that from a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
But talking to Maya, I mean, she sent me everything that happened. I don't understand how people aren't siding with her when he is clearly showing those photos and even admitted to doing it.
Well,
Why are
so
people saying it's still an accusation?
it's one thing. So, like, yeah, him sitting there, like, you know, releasing the photos of her being young and everything. I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with him like telling 850 people, hey, you know, you can go on my cams and search this name and you'll find all of, you know, Maya's stuff. But at the same time, the one thing that I just don't like about Maya, and it's really flipping annoying for me, is the fact that, well, personally for me, it's like when she sits there and sends one word messages at a time to sit there and try and defend herself. And I tried my best, like, I'll even show you the screenshots on this, but I tried my best to, like, you know, try and see both ways, you know, because I try my best not to pass judgment, but at the same time, when stuff starts coming up, like, oh, well, you know, she's still, you know, acting racist, ooh, excuse me, or, you know, something like that, it's just like, you just need to stop, because now what you're doing is you're using Daniel and Edwin to sit there and, you know, defend you and allow them to punch down on, you know, Colton for, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to defend yourself for. I mean,
but at the same time, if Colton wasn't ready to go up such big accounts, why did he go up against big accounts?
well, I don't think really he cares about going up against big accounts. What I just don't quite understand is the fact that, you know, they're going and doxing him completely by calling the police on him to find out where he lives, find out, you know, where his school is, and find out what his full name is and everything like that.
I just don't really think being a minor should excuse your actions.
Well, see, yeah, and exactly. Because, like, so far, like, what?
But with their age, they need to be mature about it too and not really take it to the internet, even though that's where it started.
Well, yeah, and I agree. But at the same time, you know, with Reptilion having 700,000 followers, he should just ignore him. Just let him do him. Because if I sit there and make a video or start taunting Keem, more than anything, Keem is just going to ignore the hell out of me. Like, I can sit there and call him a gnome, you know, say K-pop's the best thing that I ever heard in my life, or, you know, anything in between. He's not going to sit there and, you know, give me the time of day. And
No, I've said something about Keeman. He came into my thread before and like went off on me.
I mean, well, he's never done that to me. The thing is, it's just like, you know, again, Reptilion's older than this kid. Same thing with Maya. I kind of feel like they should have just said, you know what? Let the
They
kid do
should
him.
be the bigger, mature people as adults.
Exactly.
But Colton shouldn't have done that, and this can be considered a lesson, I guess, on what not to do. He's young and dumb, so you have to learn, even if it's hard.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But at the same time, again, he's young and dumb. He doesn't know any better. He's still.
But okay, so like that whole Lego thing, sent him a $500 Lego, whatever.
Well, see, and that's the problem. That's the big problem right there. Reptilion should have not taken that. And I don't
He
care what
shouldn't have?
anybody says. That's a fucking bribe. Like,
But why? Where? I don't understand how you're 16 years old with no supervision, I guess. Like, my parents would have known for sure if I sent, even if it was like off of my YouTube channel, they would have known I sent $500 to someone.
yeah, but at the same time, you know, that's between, you know, him and his parents. Like, I know for a fact that when I was his age, I was actually working. Like, you know, I
Okay,
was
but
doing summer
if
jobs.
My kid is getting doxxed and is going up against all of this stuff and getting the cops called on him, especially for CP. That's kind of like a good point to intervene.
I do agree with you. But, you know, it all started mainly with Reptilion. When you have a 15-year-old kid wanting to go watch movies with you and it's like trying to bribe your friendship with Legos, that's where I personally feel like he should have said, hey, you know what? This is kind of weird. I'm not going to accept these Legos. You can be mad at me. That's fine. But I'm going to block everything about you. And I'm just going to move on with my life. And I hope you move on with yours. And I wish you the best of everything. And that's where I feel like, you know, it really fucked up. Because I think it was, God, I forgot who told me. But somebody was just, I was like, how does he keep coming back into Reptilion's life? And someone's like, oh, well, he keep buying him, you know, rare Lego sets. I was like, what? It's like, really? It's like, I don't care who it is. Whoever sits there and like, hey, I'll buy you this really rare, you know, say retro Nintendo game. I'm not going to sit there and go, well, I guess I got to hang out with you to, you know, make the payment. Because that kind of makes Reptilion look like a prostitute. I mean, let's be fair.
I might have even, he probably thought it as more of like a fan, an ego thing. Like, this is my fan, just giving me stuff.
I don't know, but the fans over there sitting there dropping the heart in and, you know, showing like...
It was inappropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, but then again, like, I think we were talking about earlier was, you know, again, you know, the kid is young and impressionable. He goes into your, you know, Discord chat, and the only thing he sees is everybody, like, being racial. You know, you have Maya sitting there talking about anti-Semitic things, and then you have, like, I think it was John Swan. I think it was. Was it John Swan? John Swan or somebody was sitting there, like, you know, again, talking about things that I don't think they really should be talking about. You know, especially when you have supposed minors, because a lot of people are like, well, we held the 18 plus. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Like, how many times is that going to stop a kid from or entering, like, something like Pornhub or X Hamster or, you know, some adult-like website? It's not going to stop them. You know, unless the parents turn around, they decide to buy like the porn block or something like that.
Well, especially if they like are a fan of the person.
Exactly. I mean, it's not going to stop them. You know, you're going to have underage kids that are going in there. And that's one of the things that kind of makes me mad. Like, I really don't care that Maya's like, you know, joking around with anti-Semitic stuff. That's fine and dandy. You know, like, if me and my brother or me and my friends or something like that sit there and, like, you know, make racial jokes, I know how old they are.
They
But-
really should have had a locked
Yeah.
channel in there and have the only people that they knew, especially in that kind of humor, to be in there.
Well, see, and the thing is, too, is, like, I was told that, you know, he would block them, and then he would turn around and unblock them and re-add them back in, and it's because he bought them Legos again. And it's like, God, you're just, like, prostituting yourself out hard for these Legos, and, you know, again, it's nothing.
Or he's just doing it to get Legos.
Yeah,
It's manipulation.
yeah. But either way, like, for me, I just feel like so that's just a silly thing, you know? Like, I just feel
It's
like
weird.
it is. Like, I just feel like Reptilion should have just, you know, blocked him and just moved on. Even though if he sat there and was like, well, I'll buy you a new Lego set, I'd have been like, well, okay, buy it for yourself, play with it, and maybe if you get older, we'll talk. Which is,
I just don't talk to
yeah. Yeah. Well, and, you know, going back to the previous question about, like, you know, Edwin and everything, the thing is, what I just don't like about Edwin is, like I said, you know, it just doesn't seem he tries to be mutual. It seems like as though he's going to side up with one or the other.
Well, it's probably on a personal level too. Like when your friend, something happens to your friend, and you want to stick up for them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So like it's a pretty big allegation on his end if he's sending CP. So like I can understand why he would feel sided on that if he's friends with them.
yeah, and that's where, like, my theory kind of comes in about how I really think this is a big conspiracy for Onision, or not Onision, I'm sorry, Reptilion. Ooh, he's gonna get mad at that. For Reptilion to sit there and, like, make all this drama just come up, I really do think that he dreamt all this up. Like, Allie was sitting there saying, she's like, oh, I don't think that happened. I don't think that's true. I was like, no, it's true. Think about it. I mean, you know, with the underage, like, pictures, nobody in their right mind will sit there and keep a phone with them that has, like, that, let alone they'll probably delete it. And then on top of that, you know, I think it kind of blew up in their face when they were trying to get, like, Onision to sit there and leak it out, because it was weird that, you know, the person was like, well, as long as you promise me you're not going to, you know, reveal the source, I'll give you all this information. I think that just seems a little bit weird, because I think what it is it just makes Reptilion and Onision sit there and clash and fight more, so then that way he can sit there and build up his builders again. And, you know, once Onision sat there and turned around and said, no, I'm not going to do that, or, you know, go ahead and tell me it, I'll go ahead and tell Daniel, I think it kind of blew up in their face, and that's where the whole, like, Edwin and Phoenix thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, with the stream, it really just throws me off at the fact that Phoenix stayed quiet the whole time while Daniel was just screaming like a banshee at him. And I mean legit screaming like a banshee. Like, when I was listening to it, I had to turn the
Who
volume
streams
down.
this? Is it up?
No, he took it down for some weird reason.
Who did?
Edwin took it down.
Was it a live stream?
Yeah, it was a live stream.
He said that he doesn't keep those posted.
Well, no, because I can sit there and look at, like, you know, Keem and, you know, Reptilion right now.
He probably keeps the like featured or guest ones posted, but I really thought he said that he doesn't keep just like basic ones posted. Cause do you remember when Ty got crying, or Ty is crying, got into all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's because he doxed that person, and then it didn't stay live like at all.
I don't know. Like, it just seems a little bit, like, interesting, I guess. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, he's trying to do something nice, but I kind of feel like he's just doing this to, you know, build his channel. But now that he saw, like, how dramatic Reptilion is, because, like, with the whole Keem versus Reptilion, he was like screaming at him, and even his voice was starting to break out too. Because like me and Allie will sit there and joke around about that. It's just like, well, guess what, Keem? It's just like, dude, you went straight fucking SpongeBob on Keemstar about that. It's like, dude, you just need to calm down. It's like you shouldn't be that emotional about it. You know? Does that make sense? Like, you know, if somebody sits there and like comes up to me, somebody who I could care less about is like, hey, I think you're a pedophile or I think you're a liar. I'm not gonna sit there and look at him and like, well, guess what, buddy? It's like, no, I could be like, okay, well, think what you want, but you know, if you got no proof, then there's nothing to talk to you about. Just
Yeah, I know what happened. So
yeah, and you know, like I said, like when it comes to Reptilion, like I really do feel like he's what's the right word? I just feel like Zoe's like way too emotional for it because like in his videos he seems all cool, calm, and collected, but if you catch him raw, he's way too aggressive.
yeah,
Which you know, there's a lot of rumors. Like I don't know which one's it, but you know, there's some people going, "Oh well, Maya beats the crap out of Daniel," or Daniel, you know, is violent towards Maya, and it's like I can kind of see that with them right now. Like as friendly as they are, I really do see it as that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
With that, it's really like they're the only ones that know. There can always be rumors, but until it's like actually proven.
yeah. Well, see, and the thing is, like I think I told you and Allie, is the fact that when when I was talking to her, it's like when I first released that one video of the anti-O takes an L. It's like roughly around that time, I had only like one person that watched it the whole time, and then out of nowhere, like I got a few extra views on it. But that's around the same time where, Jillian was just like, "Oh well, I totally just said screw that." The whole screw to Chris Hansen and everything like that. So, I don't know. It's all theories. Unless I can prove it wrong, I can, but I won't. I can't.
I vote we all just go back to owning Dobby Vanity. Just take him down.
I agree. Like, but like so far with all this, like everyone's turning on each other right now with the whole like YouTube community. They're all turning on each other. Like I'm pretty sure even Onision's over there just sitting back with a bowl of popcorn, just watching them just like chew at each other.
Nope, that's exactly what he's doing.
And that's why, like, once I started seeing that, like, I started to see what was coming out of it. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna make any more community channels. It's like, obviously, this is just getting way too crazy, and I don't want to stick my feet in that.
Yeah, I don't really like do much of that with tweeting anymore. I just want to post pictures of bugs.
I just want to post pictures of bugs. Like, I'll start taking pictures of bugs. I don't care.
Oh, I do take pictures of bugs. I go, why?
Like, do you do anything like to make them mad? Like, do you throw a rock at them and be like, "Come on"?
No, I just stick a macro in their face and try to not get them to move.
Yell at them. Stand still.
No, you have to be so quiet. Like when you use a macro, if you breathe even just a little bit, it's working.
I kind of feel like I could see that going too. Like you're just like creeping up on them and everything, and the bug's just like minding its own business. It's kind of like Pokemon, I figure. I think that's why I sat there and nicknamed you, a wannabe Pokemon master.
Wannabe? Mm-hmm. Do you have an Instagram?
Do what?
Do you have an Instagram?
No.
No.
I think Twitter's probably gonna be as far as I'm gonna go. Everyone's got like Twitter. They got like that Paler, I think it's called now, that new one that's coming up.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there's so many new like social medias. I'm just like, it's just not me.
I didn't use Twitter at all. Like mine's from 2009, but I had 2 tweets and 29 followers. I logged back onto it. But
Wait.
I use Instagram mostly just for, well, really only my photos. So.
Do you just sit there and take pictures of it? Do you like try to make the bugs look more artsy? Like, give it a woo face?
No, here, I'm gonna send you one on Discord. That's like one of my recent ones.
I don't have Discord. Oh, Discord.
You do not?
I thought you meant Instagram. I was just about to say I don't have an Instagram. Then I just realized you said Discord, and I was like, well, I look stupid now.
Actually, you don't need an Instagram.
What really surprises me is like how you. So, quick question: how are you able to like follow 1,400 people though?
Me? What do you mean?
Because I just feel like that would like literally like litter like your whole entire feed and everything.
Oh, I don't pay a lot of attention. I just will catch something every once in a while and probably yell at it. Okay, I think that should work. I just linked you to the whole thing because.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Like
Huh?
Like I'm looking at it right now. Like there's one. It looks like a white spider that's like eating some kind of like stink bug or something.
White spider eating stink bug.
Yeah, it's like right below the cricket.
I only have one cricket photo. You might have them in a different order than I do, because if you're on a computer.
Yeah, I do. Well, it's like a spider that has its legs like kind of over the bug. You see that now?
Yeah, that one's super tiny and they're almost clear. I don't know what it's called. But I have a few spiders that are eating other spiders even.
I'll take it. You kind of like the spiders over here.
Oh yeah, if y'all have like tarantulas and stuff, right? I would love that.
Not here. We don't. No.
No.
We don't play around with them. We just shoot them on sight.
Oh, but no, I mean, but you do have them.
Yes and no. Like it just depends. We have something more of what are they called? Brown recluse.
Yeah, we have those.
Yeah, we have a lot of those, to be honest.
I really want to see a wolf spider with all of its babies on its back. That's like my dream spider.
See, now when it comes to Pokemon, I'm okay with spiders. That's all good.
I actually think they're super adorable up close, and I think there shouldn't be as big of a stigma around them as being scary.
Spiders?
Yeah.
Did you ever seen a camel spider before?
Yeah, and if you get really close to it, they have the littlest furry fangs and the cutest eyes.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up camel spider.
Macro. Look up camel spider macro. It's a different...
No. Look at the fangs on that thing. Oh my god, it even shows a bite from somebody? No. Fudge that.
No, like if I did spiders like that, I would definitely get like leather gloves and a lot of gear so I could get close to it, and if I did get bit or anything, it wouldn't go into me. I would take it more serious. We don't really have anything poisonous here.
Wait, is it a camel spider? There's a bigger spider, isn't there? There's like one that's like legit, like a really big flippin' spider.
There's one, like Australia is terrifying. There are spiders in the jungle that can just eat a bird.
Oh no, this one like legit looks like it's like from a Final Fantasy or something.
Is it real?
Yeah, it's real. I'm trying to look it up right now. What is that? I think this is it right here. Oh, it's still a camel spider, but it's like considered like one of the biggest camel spiders. Like you look that up on Google. Like that thing's humongous.
Allie can't stand their spider photos.
Like the thing looks like it's about roughly 2-3 feet long.
That's awesome. At least you wouldn't worry about losing it.
No, all I know, if I see that thing coming at me, I'm gonna shoot it.
Just kick it.
Like, I'm not even gonna mess with it like that. I ain't even gonna kick it. I'm just gonna shoot it and just go with my day.
I'm probably gonna be trying to take photos of it. That's what I would do.
I can see you trying to do that, like telling it to stand still and everything. I said, a spider understands English. Like, oh yeah, totally. I'm so sorry.
I'm pretty sure the way I'm gonna like die is by a bear attack or shark attack.
God, there's actually like spider bite wounds and everything. These like, that's disgusting.
Snake bites are pretty bad too, especially if you don't get to them in time.
Well, yeah, I mean that's pretty much death right there. That's still scary as hell though. What is that? Nah, fam. Like, I ain't gonna mess with spiders. I'm gonna just let them do them.
No, I poke them. Like if they're not in an angle that I want them to be, I will just poke them to that angle.
That's kind of weird. I guess I should start doing that to my cats to try and get them, at a right angle when I take pictures of them.
Did you see the kitty pictures I posted?
Oh, you got actual cat pictures too?
No, I posted them in the Discord chat.
Oh, yeah, I saw them. One of them looks like mine. I think you and me sat there and kind of had an argument about that too.
So it's probably Allie. I'm not Allie, by the way.
The white and blue eye one?
Did we have an argument about that?
Yeah. You and I both had the same cat like that.
I have the worst memory.
Obviously. Hold on. I'll show you her again.
Hey, I really can't help it.
So wait, what's the white one's name?
Iris?
Allie?
Iris.
Oh, Iris. Yeah, see, mine's cooler because it seems like Glace or Glacier. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. Well, at least a decent picture of her. I'm trying to find it right now. I feel kind of bad now that the fact that I don't have that many pictures of her. But she's not photogenic. That's the problem. Like when
You
I
just
said,
get a treat. That's all you do. Or shake the cat toy and then they look at you. And you just take a photo quick.
well, no, because she looks more retarded when I try to feed her a treat.
Then it's adorable.
No, because she has like her eyes like all crossed and everything. Like she's just about to yell derp at me.
Yeah, but that's like the Siamese in the breed.
Hold on, I'm gonna try and find a decent picture of her.
Is yours weird? Like, is it temperamental? Only likes you?
Well, so okay, here's a decent one of her. Yeah, excuse me for the dirty background and everything. They kind of went to town like I came home, and they were just like, "Yeah, we just trashed everything up. What are you gonna do?"
Ooh, what a cute face. Little toasted marshmallow.
Oh yeah, the vet sat there and claimed that she's considered a flame tip. And I was like,
that's what
yeah, and
this is a fun point.
I was kind of happy about that. I was like, a flame tip? That sounds pretty badass. And they're like, yeah, it's just a tint of orange. I was like, oh, I thought she was just going to like, growing red and yellow and white and everything. They're like, nah.
Iris looks like a cinnamon roll on her side. She has all these like orange circle
Yeah.
marks.
Well, the thing is, like, so with Glace, she has like orange ears, and then she has like that orange nose, and then she's not like any other color. She's like pure white on her body. Then when it comes to her tail, you can sit there and see like the orange rings, but it's like really faint.
I have a side profile photo somewhere. I'll have to look for it because she's super pretty on her side. 'Cause she does just look like a cinnamon roll.
I kind of feel like you do that whenever you take pictures of her. You're like, you're beautiful.
I do. They're such babies. I have so many pictures of cats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of bad because on our little break, I sat there and I started talking to the cats like that. And I just started talking to them like chills.
We put eyebrows on her once.
I could.
Here, I'm gonna send you this.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Would you fight a Titanoboa?
Who?
Would you fight a Titanoboa?
What is that?
You don't know what a Titanoboa is?
A boa?
A Titanoboa.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a hard word to say. Hold on. Let me Google it. Titanoboa. Or, oh, I'm sorry, Titanoboa. So these things are like literally the size of like school buses.
No, I would not fight that.
Really? Like they're actually known that they're able to take down like turtles the size of like dining tables.
Yeah, so why would you be like, why wouldn't you fight that?
Well, I mean, if it's a life or death situation, would you fight it?
No, I'd probably just try to sink to the bottom.
Sink to the bottom of the water where the thinking is like, okay, well, I can find that. I would probably run out on land. Because I'm pretty sure they're so flippin' fat that it would crush itself on its own weight.
Nah. Nah, I wouldn't be in that position at all, ever.
Well, it's a good thing they don't live around anymore. It's
Yeah.
still...
There's still boas out there that are giant meat people.
Yeah. Like, I just know that I don't think the humankind or man race would live with there's an actual Titanoboa going around.
Probably not.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that thing would have ate us alive with no F's given. Yeah, no, yeah, those are fucked. Okay, I need to stop looking at Titanoboas.
I sent you a photo of Iris on her side.
Oh, yeah, see, so Glace, she's pure white right there. It's only her tail that you can kind of see the orange.
Yeah, no, Iris is like super orange.
You legit gave your cat mascara too?
No, that's not mascara. It's just black eyeshadow that I just brushed on. Gave her eyebrows.
Why does she look like she's questionable?
Because she tried to run away.
She's over there like, is this really cat food?
My sister put eyebrows on her cat too, because she has solid white cats, and then it was just a good laugh. It was pretty great.
I'm trying to find a full body picture of her, but like I said, she's like so non-photogenic. You usually I take a picture of her and look at it. It's just like, yeah, this is a trash picture cat, and then I just walk away. There we go. I think this one looks better.
I would definitely take photos of people's pets for them if they asked me to.
There you go. This is what I mean by how she's not photogenic. She looks like a fat, plushy sock.
I just... Oh my goodness. She really is not as orange.
Do what?
She's pretty though. She's really cream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I kind of noticed it too, like, with her front paws and her back paws. You know, they're kind of, like, tint of orangish. Usually she just looks dirty as hell, but she's not. She's just orange on certain areas.
It's actually really weird because Iris was pretty much solid white up until recently.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, like, you look at her forehead, like, I can't find any, like, you know, close forehead pictures of her. But if you look really close at her forehead, she actually has the tabby symbol, the M, on her forehead.
M is Maine Coon, isn't it?
Hmm?
M is Maine Coon?
No, it stands for tabby. Like, because I sat there, I asked the vet, I was like, hey, cat, or, hey, cat doctor. That's why I called him. I was like, hey, cat doctor. what kind of cats are these? And I was sitting there thinking like, oh man, I got myself like a really rare cat. And he sat there, he looked at each one by the forehead, and he goes, this one's a tabby. I was like, oh, okay. And he like grabbed the other one, like looked dead at its forehead, and goes, oh, that one's a tabby too. And then like that's where he came up with the with Glace, and he looked at the forehead, and he goes, yeah, it's a tabby, but it's a pretty good color for her. And I was like, wait, how do you know it's a tabby? And he was like, well, if you look at the forehead, it has that shape of the M. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, that's how you know if they're tabbies. If they have M's on their foreheads, like idiots, they're tabbies. Yeah. And I was like, I never knew that. And he's like, well, you learned something now, idiot. It's like, are you calling me an idiot because of these cats? Or he's like, oh, everyone's an idiot here. It's like, oh, okay, thank you.
I love the word idiot. I always think of Dwight. Idiot.
Idiot. Oh man, The Office is always good though.
Allie hates The Office.
I thought The
And
Office.
what?
I thought The Office was pretty good though.
When I was ignoring everybody yesterday, I was drawing photos of the Office characters as potatoes.
You know what show I never really liked was King of the Hill. So I rewatched it and I actually thought it was actually hilarious.
You know what's weird, or like a fact about my life or my mom's life, is she is really good friends with Mike Judge.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
like they chat all the time.
Well, see, the thing is, I like Mike Judge though. He actually makes some pretty good stuff though.
Yeah,
Yes.
Idiocracy is like amazing.
Yeah. Well, did you hear Joe Rogan got mad at him for that?
Why?
Because
It's true.
well, no, because Joe Rogan sat there. I think he said that either he or somebody else sat there and made a joke about idiocracy. Like, what if all the stupid people sat there and bred out all the smart ones, and they didn't realize that all the smart ones died off? And he was that's where the whole movie came off of, was from his joke and everything.
That's the point. Is
Yeah.
only dumb people breed. That's like the whole intro.
Well, see, and I think what it is because he came up with the joke, or I think somebody else came up with the joke. And I think that's where, he kind of got mad. It's just like, well, that's technically my joke, and he turned it into a movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like how, D&D was sat there and it was copied off of Lord of the Rings and everything like that.
But I guess that you could say that about anything that inspired anybody.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit there and shame anybody. Like, there's a lot of good movies that came out, even though it seemed like, it kind of stole something from something,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, I've had jokes taken before, and Allie has.
yeah.
I guess whoever has the voice to make it go further.
Yeah, like Avengers is a really good example. Like, the first thing that came out was, Justice League. And then that's where the Avengers came out, but yet the Avengers sat there and, like, ground patting it down to it's like, okay, that's actually a really good movie, to where, Justice League, it was just like, what were y'all guys doing? like, I kind of felt bad because, like, I was really looking forward to the Justice League movie, and it came out the way it did, and I was just like, I could make a better one. And a lot of YouTubers turned around, they're like, yeah, no, we could make better ones, and they did, and I was just like, that's terrible. So, yeah, I mean, I just think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, though, man, Twitter's just gone crazy. Or not Twitter, YouTube. They've just been going crazy lately.
It's just a lot to keep up with, and
I mean,
just like for my sanity, I can't do it all the time.
well, see, and the thing is like, what I just don't understand is just like, they have these certain rules and everything like that, but, they don't really specifically say, what's considered okay and what's considered bad,
Allie says she's mad.
Why is she mad? Oh. that's not good. She's gonna kill someone.
I'd be cranky too.
I got the best response for this one right now. Oh lordy, I kind of feel bad for grandma now.
Shouldn't he's doing. Maybe he's doing. Allie doesn't live in a. I don't think New York is legal anymore.
It's time to be a hero. It's time to wear the most advanced anti-COVID mask available on the market.
Is Alex Jones back on Twitter?
Alex Jones?
Yeah.
I know who Austin Jones is. Alex Jones is.
You don't know who Alex Jones is?
I don't know. Maybe.
He's. How do you not know who Alex Jones is?
I was sat here.
They're turning. They're turning the frogs gay. You never heard that?
Nope. Nope. I know who that is.
What?
No, I do. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I
You
know people by names.
okay? Yeah. Well, Alex Jones. I think he's back on Twitter.
I don't think I follow.
Yeah. It's Rex Jones News. I think that might be him. Or at least it's probably somebody that follows Alex. And Alex is freaking awesome. Like, I love Alex. The guy is, like, so crazy with, like, you know, his conspiracies and everything.
I love conspiracy theories. If you ever have one, just I'm down to talk about it.
Oh, man, I love conspiracies. Like, did you ever hear the conspiracy about Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Yeah, but they're in limbo.
Yeah, they're in...
Died.
Yeah, and, like, was it the foreign kid was the first one to die and everything like that?
Yeah, he's like from way back when.
Yeah, and, like, I think it was, Naz that, like, supposedly got, like, you know, CP'd and, Molo. And, you know, sure enough, like, she died and everything. That's why she's, like, so, sexual with all the kids and everything. Like, when I read that conspiracy, that blew my flippin' mind. I was like, wow, I never thought about that. Same thing with the Rugrats one. I was just like, what the hell?
Leave Rugrats alone. It's innocent.
What, the Rugrats?
Yeah. Some things are pure.
Some things are pure until somebody sits there and goes, hey, let me destroy your whole entire childhood and tell you the real story about it. And I read that. I felt so bad about it, but I was just like, you know what? That is so awesome that somebody actually sat there and thought this up. And then,
What
like,
was it?
with Rugrats.
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly Tommy, the little baby kid with the blue shirt and a diaper, he was considered dead, I think. Like, he died during childbirth, and so, like, Angelica is, like, imagining all these babies. And her little Cynthia doll is actually her mom. It was a crack whore. Or a crackhead. And,
Who's
like...
Charlotte?
Huh?
Who's Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Her mom.
No. It's Cynthia. Like, literally, like, so she's so, like...
No, but, like, who is Charlotte, then?
Just a stepmom.
Oh.
Because her, like, real mom is actually, like, Cynthia. Who, if you notice, like, how she looks, like, all drugged out and everything. And that's how she, like, comprehends how her actual birth mother is. And then, like, Chucky, I think, died in a car accident with the mom. That's why it never shows, like, Chucky's mom whatsoever. It is because both Chucky and, like, her, like, died in a car accident. And,
Well, the mom died, but they'd address that and show her in...
well,
like,
yeah,
3
but...
episodes in the movie.
But the thing is they claim that, you know, Chucky died along with the mom and everything.
Yeah.
And then, like, Phil and Lil are considered a stillborn or a miscarriage. And so Angelica can't quite understand or fathom how that happened, and because they didn't even know what the gender is. So in her mind, she develops the fact that it was like a boy and a girl, or that they were twins, and that's how Phil and Lil happened. And then who else am I missing? Phil, Lil, Chucky,
There's
Tommy.
Dill,
Who?
and Susie.
Oh no, not the new ones. I'm talking about like the old school before they started adding new characters into it.
Well, then that's really just. I mean, Dill's pretty old school.
Because you have to keep in mind, like, of course every show's got to evolve and add more people and everything like that. Like how Naz was.
I don't know how old you are, but like I grew up with the Rugrats as like my thing.
Oh, trust me, I grew up with Rugrats, like the original Rugrats, and I was like, Dill and
Yeah, no, like the original.
yeah.
One I always remember is the one where they are dreaming they're adults, and the one where Tommy's sick.
Oh yeah, the one when Tommy's sick. That was so trippy.
Yeah.
I was like watching that when I was young. I was just like, what the hell is going on in this show? Did you ever see Rocko's Modern Life?
Yeah, that show came out on the exact day of my birth, like year and all. So I'm as old as Rocko's Modern Life.
I remember growing up and watching it, and the best scene that I remember from that whole entire show was when this little like creature kid was just like, what I heard is like every time that a car gets its gas cap, an angel gets its wings. And like the dad just sits there and just like, yeah, well, your teacher's full of crap or something like that. And I was just like, damn. And
Yeah, cartoons were way different back then.
oh man, they were a lot more was it lewd, I guess? Like there was some stuff that I was just like, wow, you can do that? I didn't even know you could do that back in the day.
Do you remember like all that?
All that, the little wannabe Saturday Night Live, yeah.
Yeah, but like for kids, the one girl on it talked about how like she wants to die, but then Nickelodeon would put her on Suicide Watch. It was just a different time back then.
Well, did you hear about the director guy that supposedly like did all
Yeah,
of
that's creepy, and the fact that all that stuff is feet is even worse.
right? Like when I saw that, I was just like, whoa. Like nobody's like willing to talk about this.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a conspiracy. I think that's just what happened. It's really gross.
Well, and the thing is, I kind of feel like Nickelodeon kind of hit it. What was his name again?
Dan Schneider.
Was it Dan Schneider?
Yeah.
Let's try and look that up. Okay, there we go. Nickelodeon director Dan Schneider. It's just the thing is like a lot of these pictures, I don't really know how to, what's the word? Take it.
Take it out of context. If you were to just see that photo as is, what would it make you feel?
Well,
Like
there's
that Biden photo I posted. I didn't say anything with it. It just lets you feel how you feel.
well, that's the thing though, because there's like a lot of photos. Just sit there and look at it and be like, that just seems a little too weird or a little too creepy. Like some of the kids' faces are just like, help me.
Exactly, but that's like a lot of companies. Did you see that thing where like 23 people got arrested for child trafficking, and like 2 of them or 3 of them worked at Disney World?
Yeah, that
And
just
for Disney, it's just the places that bring kids in are the worst.
yeah.
Especially if you can get them something, because it's manipulation and holding power over them.
Well, I think
Abuse
just
of power.
I think just being a director and trying to get kids and like, oh yeah, he had like that really weird like foot fetish thing too. Like everything you directed, it had like feet or something like that.
My other thing is like these photos have been out, and like have the parents questioned it? Like, why can you look at this in your kid and be around it and see these actions?
Well, that's because I think what it was is he was actually getting or he was actually throwing like money at them.
Which is disgusting.
Yeah, and I think that's why the parents mainly turned their backs. Like, well, as long as he's not like openly groping them, kind of thing.
No, that's gross. When I was in middle school, I had this teacher tell me that he had like dreams about me and all favorite student, and my parents threatened to like shut them down.
Yeah, that's not weird at all. I know for a fact if I would have went to my dad and told him like, hey, you know, one of the teachers had a dream about me, whatever it's man or woman, he'd probably beat the absolute hell out of him. Like,
It was really weird because I had this parent-teacher conference with a different teacher, and he came in while my parents were there and sat behind me and touched my shoulders. So like, it was pretty rough, and you don't want your kid to see that. My mom and I had a conversation about it, how like she was saving me from questions later in life, and like to let your kid be exposed to that for money is just, it should be taken away.
see, and the thing is though, is like, you know, when I don't think I ever told you, but you know, I used to work with childcare and everything like that, and we would sit there, we go like say to the zoo, and so during the ride home or during the ride back, you know, like one of the little girls will sit there and like try and rest their like head on my you know, arm. I would legit just nudge them off me. It's like, I'm not going after that. It's like, you go lay over there on that side. Don't touch me. You know, Badger is not touchable. Do not touch me that way. And you know, like don't get me wrong. Like there's a lot of kids over there to where, you know, I would straight up like defend. But you know, at the same time, it's just like I just don't want any controversy or anything like that.
Yeah, which is where it's at. Like, even if you don't have any intentions, you don't want to
Yeah.
make it look like you have intentions.
Yeah, because anybody can sit there and look at something and be like, well, that looks a little weird. So
Well, I would definitely, like, mama bear over that, whoever you are. So, like, even if it was a girl, I'd be like, wow,
yeah.
this could touch you.
That's why I kind of like nudged the kid away from me. But then, you know, like most of my group, we had like mainly just boys, so I would just beat the crap out of them. Like I don't mean like, you know, straight on like throw my weight into a punch like fight,
No.
but
You just, like, wrestle around.
yeah, pretty much just like roughhousing. Like I'll sit there and like grab a phone like a dodgeball back in the day. And, you know, I'll throw it at a kid, hit him, like, dead in the chest, and he'll sit there and cry about it, but, like, you're fine. Then, like, you know, 2 seconds later, like, oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. What are we doing now? It's just like, yeah, that's what I thought. Shut up, kid. But, you know, I mean, like, some of these kids are actually pretty cool. But, you know, there's others I'm just, like, I was so annoyed with them.
I don't really like kids. It's not really them. It's mostly the way parents brought them up. I guess I really have I have issues with
I think it's also because, like, how the kids are able to get away with certain things, you know?
I
Like,
went to this beach and this kid started taking a stick and just like beating all of the like living mussels off of these rocks, and the parents were just like, haha, well, why are you here?
like, oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just go ahead and just beat the crap out of them random sea creatures. I remember, so I gotta say this kid's name, so I'm just gonna call him Michael.
Okay.
I remember one day we had to go to the zoo and everything like that, and usually like so this childcare place, like I was like 18, 19 at the time, and usually what we do like every night after work we go out, we go have drinks like at somebody's house, and then we'll go back to work and everything the next day, and so pretty much like it turns out that, you know, it was time to go on our field trip. So we went to the zoo, and I remember Michael, he had like this like green apple, and he's just over there, he's like telling me about it. He's like, yeah, it's such a delicious apple. My parents couldn't like make me a lunch, and you know, they didn't want to give me any money to buy lunch, so you know, this is it, this is my apple, this is my lunch. I was like, okay, that's cool. So eventually we started like exploring around the zoo and everything. We saw the snakes, we saw the aquarium, and we kind of wandered off into like the bear exhibit. And now like how this is with the bear exhibit is it's dug underground kind of thing, so you can look over and see everything, but there's like no glass or anything. It's just like pure openness. And you know, it's like it was really hot, and I sat there, I was joking around with Michael. I was like, hey, you know, it'd be really funny. He's like, what? I was like, you take that apple of yours and you just peg that bear right over there. And so I was just sitting there making a joke, and I was kind of chuckling myself, kind of looking away, and I kind of looked down and realized what he was doing. He was holding his apple, looking at it. Then he looks at the bear and he looks back at his apple. And I was like, well, what are you doing? And he cocks his hand back and he like throws it like a grenade, hits the bear dead in the freaking eyes. And then the bear kind of like wakes up and starts eating the apple. Michael turns and looks at me and goes, all right, go get it. I was like, I'm not going down in the bear pit to go get your apple. I was like, why'd you do that? He's like, because you thought it was funny. I was like, yeah, I thought it was funny, but I didn't think you were going to sit there and throw your apple at a bear. I'm not going to go down there. No. So around lunchtime, he was sitting there. He was like complaining about it. He's like, well, I got nothing to eat now. I was like, I feel bad for that because I told you to throw your apple, technically. So I went ahead and I like bought him his own lunch over there, and he was like so happy that before we left, he sat there, he turned around, and he was like, you know, I kind of wish you were my dad. I was like, you little turd. I was like, what'd you do? He's like, nothing. I was like, no, what'd you do? Because you don't go around telling people like, oh, I wish you were my dad, unless you did something. Because if I do find out, I'm gonna beat you up. And he's like, I did nothing. I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right. It's like, nothing better come back at me. He's like, nothing will. I was like, all right. But yeah, that's the story of. I had a lot of stories actually. I told a lot over to Ali and everything like that.
Do you not do it anymore?
No, I'm done with that. It was fun doing it like between the age of like 18 to 22. And then eventually it's like, okay, well, I'm not making a lot of money here, so I got to GTFO and go find something else to do, you know?
Uh-huh.
Because only getting paid like minimum wage, and, you know, most of the time I only work during like the summertime. So, you know, you'll have like college kids will come in, or college kids will come in, they'll work with you and everything like that, then they'll all like spread out, so you're just kind of left there by yourself with like 105 kids.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, it was fun though, that's for sure, because like I sat there what was it? I remember one time when I sat there, I was joking around with a kid. I was like, hey, I want you to go up to this counselor and I want you to say this exactly. He's like, okay, what is it? I was like, all right, you go up to them and you say this: on my command, unleash the dogs of war. So the kid's like, okay. So the kid goes sprinting off, yells at the, the counselor. And just the, like, facial expressions that they gave, they were just like, what the hell just happened? Some kid just came up to me, screamed on my command, unleashed the dogs of war, and just ran off, disappeared into the, flood of kids and everything.